Oh, hang on. You are not starting without me. This is my show tonight. You wait and listen to this song by Girls Bike while I get in my usual room, and I will see you all in about 3 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most beautiful song in the world.
I have to give it to you, conspiracy. A cowardly cat, you really can do. Humor or science, this bit has zero humor and zero substance. Na na na, na na na. I love the fact that the scientists who put lead in fuel also invented aerosol. Yeah, rah, science. Na, na, na. Yeah, rah, science. Na, na, na. Space, comma, space, comma, space, comma. All you are is a float that just constantly dribbles out a constant stream of supper. In post-first class educational school system programming. Oh, but what are these? The double curly parentheses. Parentheses for the masses. Space full stop, no capital, and for one, and glad you are here to show that the programming is working. The space, comma, space, comma, at its finest. The space full stop, no capital, no apostrophe. It can't hide from that. Space, show your plastic toy glove to be practically demonstrable. Space, exclamation. No explanation. Space, exclamation. A confusing punctuation. It's just a lack of education. It's just a lack of education. It's just a lack of education.
Boom! And we are live. Are we live? Are we live, guys?
Oh, we are indeed, Conspiracy Catz. Take it away, my friend. Go for it.
Well, listen, we have got it all going on tonight. We have got live debunking, we've got special guests, we've got chatbot travels, we've got head-to-head quizzes, we've got interviews with the creator of the space comma himself, Julian HG, coming up later on. We have Professor Brian Cox coming on the show. We have an apology from me for lying to you about getting Professor Brian Cox on the show. And we have the Shills. Guys, I couldn't do any of this without you. You know, if you've come over because you're a Conspiracy Catz subscriber, you don't know the Shills, before we get any further, I couldn't have done this live stream anywhere other than this channel. These guys are geniuses. You know, slap that subscribe button now, please. They are brilliant. Let's get around and meet them all, and then we will begin. Let's start with Aimee. Aimee, do you want to introduce yourself? How are you doing?
I am great, thank you. How are you? It's nice to see everybody here. Thank you all for coming. And happy 1 year. That's great.
What's your role here, Aimee? Like, do you want to tell everyone what you do?
I'm a head mod here. I help mod the chats and the channels, and I help with all of the comments and questions. If you have any comments or questions, please just at the Shills in the comment section, and we will try to get to as many as we possibly can.
Brilliant. Absolutely, yeah. We'll be taking as many questions from the chat as we can, and they'll all be collected through Aimee and sent back to us. So feel free just to question away. Next, we have Mr. Logical Troglodyte. How are you doing, sir?
Oh, wonderful, Mr. Catz. Happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you very much. It's a little bit late. Do you want to introduce yourself to, I suppose it's your own show, but do you want to introduce yourself to anyone who's not seen you before? Tell people what you're about. Hello.
Well, as Kat said, I am the logical troglodyte. I live in Cave Town. Are you not hearing me? Hello?
No, you really long delay, logical. You should probably bail and come back in. Holy, you've got like a 5 or 6 second latency going on. Catz, move to the next one, and logical will come back here. Just one of those gremlins of meat. What can you do?
All right. Well, the next person is making it possible for me to be on the screen as I am there. We've got Tattie-Bogle. Do you want to introduce yourself and tell everybody what your role is here, sir?
All right, troops. Catz, wonderful to have you on, sir.
Thank you.
I am Tattie-Bogle. You'll hear me swearing and banging in the background. Basically, I press buttons and make sure everything's all right.
Awesome, awesome. And then coming up to, again, somebody who's massively helpful to lots of creators, has been around on the scene for almost as long as me now, if not a bit longer. Kiri Mac, how are you doing?
Hi, doing good, thanks. How is everyone? This is going to be great, by the way.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to turn my camera off for a second because the glare of my bald head is blinding me. Jutmonkthedrunk Monkey, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing awesome, mate. Congratulations on the 1 year. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, that's probably about the time I found you, because I remember you on double figures in subs when I first found you with my other channel. And wow, man, you're massive now. It's brilliant. And for those that don't know me, I'm a monkey. I find globe-denying wank spanners and take the piss out of them.
So that sums that up pretty well. Now, I think we've only got the man that you heard at the beginning there, the voice which could what you should do trailers for movies, Dick, shouldn't you? Really?
Well, thanks, Catz. Thanks. Hi, everybody. I'm Dick Dawson. I do a little MCing on the Shills channel here, but I'm just another show. You know, that's what it's all about. Oh, that clapping sound, if you're hearing it as well as we are, means there's a super chat in, and we'll get to them right away as soon as we get around the table. But I do the World Model Feud game show. I do Late Night with Dick Dawson talk show, midweek update, satirical Saturday Night Live thing, and a little bit of music on the side, too. And Catz, it's unbelievable that we could host this special for you. It's so exciting, man. So take it away. So glad you're here.
Well, yeah, now that's done, and I really do want to thank you all for putting this on for me. I'm not technically proficient enough to do it on my own, so I really, really appreciate it. I was dead nervous, but then I started getting loads and loads of messages from people on Twitter, over email. I believe Wolfie6020, the great Wolfie, he sent me a couple of messages. Have we got any of the messages of good luck that people have sent me that we can play?
Well, I do believe so. Tatty, can we switch over there, brother? Messages?
Messages are coming through.
Take it away, Catz.
Oi, conspiracy cats. What's with the whiteboard, mate? Do you take that to the shops with you? Did your mummy buy you that? Do you hang it above your bed so your missus can write down tips for you?
Man, this guy. You know, take that, would you? You guys, do you see? Do you see? Oh, man, do you see, mate? Do you see? Goodness me. Take that.
Conspiracy Catz is so dumb that if he lived in a village full of idiots, he would be the village idiot. So the other day I was on a flight from Los Angeles to Hawaii in business class, and I noticed Conspiracy Catz take a seat in the aisle opposite me. The flight attendant came down and said, "Excuse me, Mr. Catz, but your ticket is not business class. You need to go down to economy." Anyway, he didn't like that idea, and he said, "Nobody's sitting here. I'm going to stay right here." I looked at the flight attendant and I said, "Don't worry, leave this with me." So I leant over, whispered into his ear. He promptly got up and moved down to the economy seat section. The flight attendant was amazed, and she said, "What did you say to him?" I said, "Conspiracy Catz, business class is not going to Hawaii. It's going to Mexico. Economy class is going to Hawaii."
That's great, guys. Thanks. Glad to know I'm so well thought of. Brilliant. Right, as I said before, we have got live debunking. We have got Chatbox Travels. We have got head-to-head quizzes. But the first head-to-head we're going to show is with somebody that needs no introduction. Apart from the fact I am going to have to introduce him because we did an interview while I was playing him at a game of FIFA, and only my end recorded. So he's going to need a massive introduction because you're not going to see his face. But we're talking about the one and only Simon Dan. Now, throughout this stream tonight, we're going to be having lots of little competitions. And this is the first one between the UK Shills and the US Shills. What we're going to look for, me and Simon Dan played a game of FIFA the other day. And Simon Dan, he's got his own FIFA channel. He's a superb FIFA player, semi-professional. You know, I'm just an amateur. We're going to watch the first half. We're going to commentate. And then we're going to see what people think the score will be at half-time between Simon Dan and myself. So we need a team captain for the UK Shills. So, Jutmonk, can I nominate you to be the team captain for that?
Absolutely, pal.
Right, so you can converse with your teammates. And Logical, can I, or is Logical still lagging?
Oh, I'm back.
He's back. Logical, can I nominate you to be the team captain for the rest of the World Shills?
Sure.
And if we can have a look at the chat as well and see what the chat think, but we'll... Oh, Nick, that's one for you.
Yeah, we've got a couple of super chats built up. So what I thought we'd do is we would get them all out and done and get some comments done after the first half of the football match.
Right. So, well, the first half is about 5 minutes long. I've sped it up. So, Team UK, Simon Dan, the semi-professional FIFA player, myself, the absolute novice, at half-time. Who are you pretty much thinking? What do you think the score will be? What do the UK side think the score will be at half-time?
Oh,
you'll have to repeat that, Catz, because didn't hear the last part of it.
All right. So at half-time, between myself and Simon Dan, what do we think the score is going to be between Simon Dan, the semi-professional FIFA player, and myself, the absolute novice? What do you think?
Well, I reckon Simon Dan's going to struggle to run around on the pitch with no legs. So,
is that
well, yeah, that's 3 to you, no legs to Simon Dan, I guess.
Right, 3-0. Logical, what do you think? And then we'll see what the chat is saying. Logical, what do you think?
I think Simon Dan's going to cream you 30-0.
By half-time?
Logical. It's not American football. It's soccer.
Kiri, before we roll the first half, what are the chat saying? Who do the chat think?
Well, the chat thinks the Turtle Moves thinks 66-33. Ugly German Truth thinks 3-all. Demon Orb 33-1. Scott Smith 12-0. Oh God, there's lots. The Snark 20 to Conspiracy Catz, 5 to Simon Dan. And all I can say really is, so long as you're better than Team Skeptic, you should be fine, you know?
Well,
Eat
yeah.
that.
Well, Team Skeptic's already smashed me once. So, Let's find out. Let's roll the first off. Bit of context behind this. Simon Dan is a big Southampton fan, and they got thumped 9-0 last week by Leicester City. So we had to recreate that. So I'm Leicester City in blue. Simon Dan is Southampton, not in blue. And I believe we've got a brilliant intro for that as well, haven't we, Dick, that you've made?
Yeah, we did manage to come up with something pretty nice. Hope everybody likes it. Tatty can cut over and get into some serious action. This will be great stuff.
Keep Alive 2019, Debunker versus Debunker. There can be only one. Conspiracy Catz, unbeaten when playing one-handed to fend off the pseudoscience onslaught from Dell, and the reigning champ in the Space Comet Trophy League. Simon Dan, current holder of the Tinfoil Hat Award for the most daring debunk while taking a free kick, and undefeated while running a marathon. Let's get ready to rumble!
Right, so can we all hear, are we the commentators now? Can we all hear this?
Yes,
that's
fantastic.
Absolutely.
So I'm Leicester City in blue. I mean, fizzing the ball around like a pro, would you not say?
Oh, well, the finesse is incredible. Look at the absolute skill. The thumbs must be working 10,000 presses per second.
The workout I've had to do my wrists to get this good is unbelievable. Look at Simon Dan, early pressure from Simon Dan. He thinks he's got it. He thinks he's got it in the bag. Look at this.
Cool, man.
Bossing it. There we go.
I'm on the attack again.
I'll tell you what, that was a great touch by the Catz, and he's just slipped the ball through there, but not quite pulled off the pass.
Right, takes it short.
What
I think we get out from the back, boys.
Catz builds it from the back.
Play it back through, over to the center.
Three balls cut out.
A lot of pressure from Simon down there.
Yeah, Simon Dan building for the back end. Oh, wee chip ball. And he's diddled. Great save.
I'll be honest, could have been 2-0 down by this point. I was lucky at this point. And here, lots of pressure. You can tell his experience is shining through.
Yeah, but I think there's a little bit of nerves in the gameplay myself. I'm not seeing the level of execution I would expect from somebody of that level.
Well, I do like to think I had him rattled, you know?
Yeah, I think you really got him worked up on this, you know?
Yeah, I think Simon actually might be experiencing a little overconfidence in here. We're playing against a rookie.
I think that's what it is, you know. I did urge him to try and pick Juventus or Real Madrid, you know, but he wanted Southampton. I think that's it, a bit of overconfidence. Oh.
Yeah, I think he's going to struggle with Southampton at the moment with their current form. They couldn't hit a barn door, let alone score a goal.
So this point, I'm fairly happy. I'm fairly relaxed. Who's got the upper hand, guys? Do you reckon?
Oh, yes. You're definitely proving my grandfather's old adage that old age and treachery will always overcome youth and skill.
Defending well, Catz, man.
You're reading his play real well when he's got the ball down your zone. I might speak a little Canadian in how I describe what I'm seeing, but in like NHL hockey, the amount of time that you hold the puck over a period is usually a worthwhile stat, but not if all you're doing is dicking it around and not getting good chances.
That's that, man.
Well, that's it. You can got to have it in those danger positions, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. Right. You know, I'm liking this very much.
Yeah. See.
You know, well, man.
I was starting to get a little overconfident because I was expecting to get a good hammering, but I feel like I'm growing into the game.
Look at that
here.
Diddled on the outside, man.
See, and it just goes to show that, you know, a couple of debunkers, you know, guys with a brain that come together, you're going to see something pretty good no matter what it is. Well, maybe not a lingerie show, but, you know, we're doing well here. So, you know, absolutely.
I did get beat by a 9-year-old about 4-0 in the practice game before I played Dan. So that kind of puts us both in our level. But let's see. Can I get something just before the end of this first half?
Here it goes, man.
And then
attack down the right-hand side. Oh, we slip inside.
Let's have a look. Oh, Simon Dan's in the chat actually, so I better start being honest about how this game went. No, he's a very good player. But let's have a look. I'm quite chuffed myself at this point. I'm going to be honest. I didn't expect to even be in the game at this point, especially after the start.
I think what I'm seeing here is unfair use of Newton's laws of motion by the Catz. He's running those equations with split-second accuracy.
Well, I'm trying to. I'm not quite sure I managed to pull it off. 5 minutes from halftime. If I can make it halftime, did anyone say 0-0 at halftime? Did anyone predict that? I'm not saying that's what it will be, but
no.
I predicted that you would have 0 at halftime. Yes.
Well, since the chat is there, we're not going to watch the second half until near the end of this stream. But on the balance of play here, Simon, Dan, or Catz, who would you predict to go on and win the game? Let's see what the majority decision is.
Well, my prediction will be Catz 2-1 at the final.
So, I like that. I like that prediction. So let's spoil that for me here.
Okay.
As much practice as Catz has had playing with the ball at the end of every one of his videos, I still think that in the end, youth will tell. In the second half, Catz is just going to peter out. He just cannot keep up with a marathon runner.
Well, Catz, I've got to say I apologise, but just about the whole chat thinks it's Simon Dan for the win, I'm afraid. So
that's all right. The whole chat that's not a problem. That's not a problem. So that's half time. I was happy to make it to half time. I was happy. We'll see the second half later on. But now, guys, it is time. I'm going to keep my camera off because I'm going to read these questions. It is time for the great quiz. The UK show versus
Tattie.
Yep.
Do you have a little quiz set there? I do believe we have a little something whipped up for the good man.
And did it? Bear with me 2 seconds. There we go.
All right.
Here we are. We've got our team captains. Are we ready?
You're ready.
Absolutely.
This is a Peter and Pete themed quiz. If you're not familiar with Peter and Pete, they are the two conspiracy theorists that I started making my videos about when my channel first launched. So they've got a fond place in my heart. But they've come up with some absolutely incredible ideas. And I think their ideas are so wacky that if I made up the most ridiculous ideas, you couldn't tell whether it was a genuine Peter and Pete idea or something I've made up. So it's a simple penalty shootout. I'm going to ask Team USA. I'm going to give you a conspiracy theory. And if you think Peter and Pete made it up, I want you to say Peter and Pete. And if you think it was made up by me, say made up by me. 5 shots each. How are we feeling?
Sweet.
Confident.
Right. So here we go. Who's going first? We've got our team captains. Obviously, confirm with yourself and give you 20 seconds, but I will only accept the answer from the team captain. So, Jutmonk, that's you, and Logical, that's you. And I'm going to go with Team UK first. So, Jutmonk, you've got 20 seconds to tell me if the claim that clouds are made of salt is a true Peter and Pete claim.
Well, I think I can answer this, but what do you think, team?
I would say it's daft enough to be true.
Yeah, Peter and Pete. I think they might have really claimed this.
I think it is as well. So yeah, we'll go with Peter and Pete.
Is that your final answer?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's a goal, 1-0. That was a claim. Yeah, Peter and Pete genuinely said that they think clouds are made of salt.
Just shows how much videos I watched, doesn't it?
Right, rest of the world, Shills. Is the claim that photosynthesis is fake a true Peter and Pete claim?
Dick, what do you think?
Well, I'm already leaning towards yes. I mean, it really feeds along the exact same lines that I've heard before. So, I would vote yes. Yourself?
Okay, I've watched some Peter and Pete, not so much as Catz has, obviously, but yeah, I'm gonna go with you that this sounds like something Peter and Pete would say. So.
Oh, hey, Dead Kennedy's here. I didn't notice.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yes, Kevin.
Hey, what's your vote on this, brother? Come on, get in here.
I'm sort of on the fence, to be honest. It sounds like something they might say, but also photosynthesis seems like something they wouldn't understand in the least to begin with. So I'm leaning. I'm going to be the dissenter, and I'm going to say no. It's not them.
Okay, Aimee, last North American here.
I'm gonna say no.
Oh shoot! Okay, logical.
Oh, we're a split decision here. So I'll go with my gut instinct and say Peter and Pete.
It's a goal, absolutely. Peter and Pete.
Yeah.
Good job.
Series of videos over Christmas claiming that photosynthesis was not fake, and they did that by filming a plant. I think it was pondweed giving off bubbles of oxygen as it photosynthesized, which is quite incredible. So, one of these, Team UK. Eagles, right, as in the birds.
Yeah.
Eagles are fake.
No.
Surely not. Surely not.
Can't be. Surely.
Yeah,
A lot of people in the chat want Del cows, so maybe we can answer with that.
No. I think that's a Catz made up conspiracy myself. What do you think, guys?
Yeah,
you going with that?
Made that up for sure.
Yeah, we say utter bollocks.
And you're right, top corner, 2-1. Well done.
Sweet.
Yeah, I know.
Right, team rest of the world. The claim that you can make oxygen with a bicycle pump.
Hey, Aimee, what do you think?
I'm gonna say absolutely not. Make oxygen with oxygen.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, a 5-year-old knows better, right? I'm gonna say no.
But we're talking about Peter and Pete here, though, guys.
I was gonna say it totally sounds like something Phuket Word would come up with.
Well, again, I haven't heard this one way or the other, but I'm leaning towards that as a true Peter and Pete saying, because I kind of watched them enough. I kind of know how their brains work a little bit, and they're probably thinking along the lines of, the bicycle pump compressing the air. I don't know. So, Aimee, do you think this is a Catz? Kevin, you think this is Catz? Did you say?
Yes.
And Dick, where are you weighing in? Catz? Okay, I'm going to go with the rest of my team, and if they flub it, they flub it. That's totally a Catz made up.
It's a Peter and Pete claim.
I knew that as well. That's why I dived down to the left to save that ball.
Team UK.
Brilliant. Yeah, they genuinely claimed in a video. I'm sure I've got screenshots of all these on some of my old videos.
I remember
you can make oxygen with a bicycle pump. Right, Team UK, we're back to you. Clouds have engines.
Clouds have engines?
And that's why they move.
Oh my. Well, if they're made of salt.
Yeah, I'm not buying that one again.
No, I think Catz might have made that up because can they be made of salt and have an engine?
Well, anything's possible in Flatardia.
I suppose. I'm going to, personally, I think Catz made this one up. What do you guys
I
think?
do as well. We're going to go bottom corner. Catz is bullshit.
3-1. You're correct. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made that one up. So, rest of the world. How about the element copper contains oxygen?
Okay, team, we can't we can't lose this here. We got to catch up.
We do have to catch up.
So, Aimee.
Well, I do know that it oxidizes it, so but I don't know about being in it.
That's what I'm thinking. That because the oxidizing element is there, they grabbed onto that and said, "Yeah, it totally makes oxygen."
Right. But I think they probably did make the claim. But
well,
if it is in there.
According to the Funkadelic fan in the chat, he says he's never seen oxygen, so it doesn't exist.
Oh man.
Germs can't be a problem either then.
Where do you lay on that, Kevin?
I'm gonna say it's real just because like they heard about copper oxidizing and they said, oh yeah, copper has oxygen in it then.
Okay, yeah, that actually makes total sense to me because 1 + 1 = 5. So yeah, I'm into that. I like that.
Yeah, I'm totally with you guys here. This sounds like something that definitely Peter and Pete would say. So we're gonna go with that.
Final answer.
Vote. Final answer.
Final answer. Correct. Back of the net. Yes. 3-2.
Yeah.
They absolutely did claim that. So Team UK.
Kiri, drink up. You need to screw one up. Come on, drink up.
Bear in mind that they've said oxygen is in the element that is copper. Do you think they also said that there is no oxygen in the air?
I think I know.
Can't have.
I think they did say that.
No, they can't have.
Did
Do you know?
Did they not say that it?
Not
This is ringing some bells, though.
Do you know? I know they said something similar, like it's not in water or something like that, but not being in the air, I'm not sure.
Go for it.
So what we going for?
Enough, man. True.
I think they might have. Yeah.
So you want to go with yes, they said it, Peter and Pete.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, we'll go Peter and Pete straight down the middle.
Final answer, Peter and Pete. Yeah, that is a claim they gave.
Okay, now, really?
Nice.
I can't believe I'm happy about that.
They're having a laugh.
Yeah, and joke's on Dick Dawson because I just took a shot before that question and we still got it right.
Right. Well, you can't afford to miss now, Team US. The rest of the world, you cannot afford to miss. So let me throw you this one. Did Peter and Pete claim that lettuce is made of meat?
Fantastic.
You know,
I distraction, not a question. Go, Kevin.
I want to say no on that one, but I recently saw a video where a lady thought that lettuce was plastic because it didn't like dissolve in water or something. So it could be, but I'm leaning towards no.
Well, does metal dissolve in water?
But with the veins and leaves and stuff, you know, and then maybe they think it's just really thinly cut. Like
it's gone really bad.
Yeah, it's bacon steak that's gone green. I don't know what to say on that. Logical, what do you got, man? What are you thinking?
You know what? My gut reaction is that's too stupid, even for a flurf.
So final answer, that was a made-up one.
Yeah, what do you guys are thinking? Y'all kind of with me on that?
I agree. It's too stupid.
I'm thinking that too.
Yeah, that's too stupid. It's got to be a Catz thing.
Yeah, that was made up. Lettuce, they definitely did not claim for legal reasons. I'm not saying they claimed that lettuce was made of meat. So that is 4-3. But Team UK, if you score this, it's all over. All over. So
mess it up.
Well, we know they're not going to be able to handle the pressure at this point.
Hey,
look,
this is
no
soccer,
pressure. No
and it's an English game, and it's a British team. We're gonna kick your ass.
Hold on.
No pressure,
Pouring
guys.
the
No
shot,
pressure.
Pouring the shot. Okay,
Getting
done.
some whiskey.
Let's go.
The beauty,
No pressure.
The beauty of this is the claims that they have made are so ludicrous that when you get presented with something like lettuce is made of meat, it does promote a discussion as to whether they actually made it or not because of the track record. So here's another one. Did they also claim that the leaves of trees do not fall off? They are pulled off by people who are paid for it to make it look like we have different seasons in support of the heliocentric model.
Nah. 2 seconds.
Surely not.
Nah.
Oh.
I'm not buying that. I don't know what you guys think.
It reminds me of the Vine where the guy staples the leaves back to the tree because he doesn't want summer to be over.
I need a final answer.
Oh gosh. I think Catz made that one up as well.
Yeah, I think that Catz made that up as well. So should we go with that, guys? Final answer?
Into the kitty litter, man.
Yep.
Okay, final answer. I did make that one up, so you have one.
Yes!
Way!
We won a penalty shootout!
Wait a minute, though. His name is Conspiracy Catz. Was there a conspiracy here with the rest of Team UK?
Conspiracy about it even being cats, so I won't
Not
worry
like
about
they
that.
don't sound alike. Yeah, come on. That's rigged. I don't even buy it. No.
Oh, please, you're just a sore loser. We didn't get one wrong.
I was thinking the idea of just like making every single one a genuine Peter and Pete claim. But then I thought that might be me. But I'm going to ask the rest of the world, team rest of the world, I'm going to ask you anyway. Do you think that they also claimed that the compound sodium oxide does not exist?
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, that sounds like something they would do.
Yeah.
To be honest, ever since Conspiracies by Hans said that gorillas are just men in suits, I'll believe that they could come up with anything.
Yeah, we are talking about the guys that claimed that. Yeah, we are talking about the guys that did make the claim that water is not H2O. It's actually just water. So yeah, I think we're gonna go with that's a genuine Peter and Pete.
That was genuine Peter and Pete, yeah. So 5-4. Nothing. It's a good score, rest of the world. But when you know the UK are banging everyone in the top corner, there's not a lot you can do.
No, yeah, it was a valiant effort, but the undermanned and smaller team didn't quite pull it off. That's okay.
I just hope ice hockey.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have a clue. I wouldn't have a clue what a penalty shootout in ice hockey looks like. But thank you for playing that, and well done, Team UK. Team USA, you'll get a chance to level it later on. But or not Team USA, Team Rest of the World. That's poor form, isn't it, on my part?
Whatever. Yeah, we're used to it.
Right, there's a couple of things that I think you guys need to address. I know you've had some super chat stick that you want to talk about. And also, Kiri, there's been some questions in the chat. It'd be good to have a look at. And then after that, we'll have a look at our first live debunk, which is one of the reasons I love your show. So when I first watched your show and I saw you doing the live debunk, I thought the format was fantastic. So I want to show anybody that might have come over from my channel and not seen it before exactly how you do that. But before we get to the debunk, Dick, can I pass over to you for anything you want to say?
Well, sure, absolutely. We do have some super chats that need to be called out. And unfortunately, I'm caught in a situation where I'm refreshing the screen and babbling my head off as I do it. So instead, why don't I hand off to Kiri and Aimee, and they can catch us up with what the viewers have been saying. So absolutely, take it away.
Awesome. Well, Aimee, do you have any questions? I have the super chats here for you. I've just put them in the green room. There you go. Nice and organized.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only had a couple questions that I could catch throughout the whole thing right now because my computer was acting up too. I had to refresh it. One question from Teresa Forster was, where is Dell? And then Brown01 asks, who is Peter and Pete? And then Rider of Dinosaurs said, the Shills, can I ask you to remember to tell the audience not to lose my JM video?
Cool.
So who is Peter and Pete? Well, if you just YouTube Peter and Pete, if you Google it in YouTube, that is horrendous, isn't it? That is awful, isn't it? Yeah. If you Google it in YouTube, you will find that Peter and Pete are the most insane channel on the internet, where literally they will make just most outlandish claims, but they'll always, I like the way they do it. They always back it up with like practical, very flawed practical demonstrations. But and they're nice guys. They're harmless enough, but they are definitely on a different level, I think, is the kindest thing I can say.
Couple of plums, maybe.
You know, I'd never heard of them, and they almost sound similar to Spirit Science, like really ludicrous claims, but in the end, pretty harmless.
I think they troll themselves. I don't think that because a lot of the claims they make contradict each other. You know, so for example, saying oxygen doesn't exist, it's not in the air, but then you can make oxygen and release it into the air with a bicycle pump. The two just don't fit together, you know. So they contradict themselves a lot.
Yeah, I reckon they could be having a bit of a laugh. Fair play.
We've got a couple people here in the chat saying, in response to "Where is Dell?" Ivan James Hunt, "You'll find Dell in his shed." Harry Warp, Head Rage High, of course, that's where he is. Arcanix 1971, Dell is in his shed. We had something from Scott Smith earlier. He said, "I've had an idea to completely debunk this flurf garbage once and for all," and he wants to know what you guys think. He said, "Build a scale model of the flat Earth with cameras in various locations and film what you should see with a flat Earth." What do you guys think about that?
Yeah.
Great. It's a great idea, but it's been done. It's been done a lot, hasn't it? And you just met with denial, aren't you?
Well, Tommy Grunwald, who's in the chat, has done a few flat Earth models like on his computer, and they're absolutely brilliant. And every time he does them, he disproves the flat Earth. So
yeah, I'm going to put a link to Tommy's channel in the chat here. Just give me a few seconds to find it.
Absolutely, Tommy kicks. He's been on the Shills a couple of times. We love having him on because he is a top-notch debunker, and you know, when he speaks, it's gold because he knows what he's talking about. It's bang on every time. He's so good.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Definitely like Tom. Definitely like Tommy. But also, I've not given it. You know, I know this is your channel, but you've all got your own links in the description individually, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
For anyone
we do, yeah.
Sure do.
Back on and I highly recommend it.
Should I do a couple of super chats out here, get us caught up?
Absolutely.
Crack on.
So we do have a couple of super chats to catch up on. We've got Darth Killer, £2, or was it euros? Awesome. Thank you very much. Catz, ever thought of selling an album? Well, that's a good question. Never thought of getting it out there and doing an album?
Well, let's Shill Out Girls Bite. They did the intro song that we heard, the Space Comma, and I know they were in the chat earlier on, and they're going to be in the quiz later. They are actually going to be over time recording a Catz album to go on Spotify, so people can just listen to it for free. And it's going to have song collaborations with them, some of the original ones, some of the songs that I've done on my channel, and they're going to do them better. So yeah, there will be a Conspiracy Catz album, and it is slowly being made. So
excellent, right on. And we've got.
Well, I tell you what. They're coming in thick and fast, mate. We've got FTFE with Catz, Conspiracy Catz. No one quite like him to flatten the fucking flat fucks. Sorry, I didn't actually say that last bit. I did. Thank
John,
you, FTFE. Awesome.
John Rapp came in for 5 Australian, I believe it is. G'day, all. Happy Hallow Web. I like it. Really cool. And Darth Killer was in. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that one got repeated. Jorgen Lundqvist, NOK20. Sorry, I'm not sure what I'm saying, so I'm just going to leave it at that and say really cool. Thanks. Keep up the good work, Catz. And you got to say absolutely, right? You know, there's a lot of people here that just love your stuff, man.
Hey Dick.
He's just put in another 20. I believe it's Norwegian. Is that what you were going to say, Dead Kennedy?
No, I was gonna. I'm thinking, Dick. Did you skip over John Rapp's second super chat?
Oh, maybe I did. Go for it, Kevin. Sorry.
Well, 'cause when he said Happy Hollow Web, apparently that was a typo because the second one says Hollow Web. Really? Work is so distracting. Happy Halloween.
Okay, I didn't see it. I did skip it. Sorry. Yeah. Good
Brilliant,
catch.
mate.
Well, we have
Good
another
shoot,
one.
John. Good
Another
shout.
one from Jürgen, which says, "Catz, are you going to visit Norway in the future?" So I do believe that that is Norwegian currency.
Oh, okay. There we go. Good show.
Thank you,
Good show.
guys. Thank you.
Yeah. And we have
Norwegian
Rick
kroner.
Bellamy. We have Rick Bellamy, New Zealand, $5. Thanks, buddy. Hey, Catz, congratulations on the 1 year. Can't stick around, no reception where I am, but have to be at work. So, you know, that was a nice shout. Good call. Nice guy. Right on.
Legends. Can I just point out, Girls Bike I mentioned, they've done a lot of work for me, a lot of work. The guys in the chat at the minute now, actually, and I've put a lot of his music in my videos, and there's a lot more to come. But if you want to see the guy, whoever asked for the album, if you want to see the place where these songs are going to appear, it's going to be on that channel, the Girls Bike channel. Feel free to click on his name and just, you know, give a quick sub there, because that is going to be the place where you'll be notified of all the songs as they arrive. And also his original stuff is awesome.
Brilliant. The link is in the chat. I'll do it again just now.
And we
we've
got another one. Serm Hem Jensen, 20 Danish krona. Can't let the Norwegians have all the fun. Nej, jeg kan ikke. Fy fan også.
Well done, Monkey.
Jeg snakker
Lord.
lidt norsk, jeg prater lidt svensk. Jeg taler dansk for helvede.
Gesundheit.
Very impressive.
Come on,
Pete,
where are you?
Right. One of the, is that all the super chats caught up on?
Yeah, we're good, Catz. Take it away, man.
Right, amazing. One of the things, like I said before, that I really like about you guys is the way that you do your debunking. So I'd like to have a go at that in a second, but before we do that, you know, I'm feeling a little bit more confident now, and I'm ready for a few more messages of goodwill that some people have sent in. Have we got any more messages from anybody before we do our first live debunk?
I bet Tatty can look into the depths of the barrel there and find another set for us. Couldn't you, buddy?
We've got Beach 8 who's asking Catz to do a proper Spears comma.
Spears comma.
Oh, sorry, I interrupted. Give her again, Catz.
Right. No, I'm sorry. Space comment. Oh, that wasn't a good one, was it? I'll warm up for that. Like, people find out it's not actually me that does it. Right. Space comment. Oh, yeah, have that one.
Nice.
There we go. That was awesome.
We have
That
another
was great.
super chats already, actually. We've got FTFE, NASA Shilpay. This is internal comms, right? That's for £2. Thank you. And also James Collin for $2.99 says, "Congrats on 1 year, Catz. Love the channel."
Oh, amazing. Thank you all, guys. Thank you all so much for that. You know, the work that the Shills have put in to produce this, you can see with all the bits and everything, is incredible. So thank you for supporting me. That I really appreciate it. But before we do the live debunk, have we got some of the messages that people have emailed in?
Yeah, let's switch over there, Tatty. Let's give her.
On our way.
Some more positive messages of cheer.
Oi, conspiracy cats. What's with the
Same one
whiteboard,
again?
mate? Do you take that to the
Same
shop?
one,
Next
dude.
one?
Did your mum buy that? Do you hang it up?
Take that, would you?
Nope.
Conspiracy Catz is so
The
dumb.
postman's gone and
So
delivered
the
the
other
same
day
mail
I was on
again.
a flight from
Yeah,
Los
but me too,
Angeles
you
to
said.
Hawaii.
You fucking dork.
It always has to happen somewhere, man. All right, he's
That's
got
it,
it.
man.
Let's go.
I'm going to phone the post office here. Get them to resend the messages. Give me 2
No.
seconds.
Just pull your head out of your anus hole and shake it about a bit and plug it back on top of your fucking shoulders and then see if it works.
I don't want to say the man's useless, but one day I saw a board with 3 rusty nails in it, and he was laying underneath it doing nothing.
That's it, mate. I will be lost without you, pal. I will be lost without you. Don't you worry.
No worries, man.
I couldn't even
No
turn the
worries.
camera off before, so you had to tell me how to do that, remember? So there we are.
Oh, wait. Yeah, it's one of those things, when you build a brand new set the way we did for all this, you're going to get something messed up. There's no way around it, right? You all set there, Tatty?
I think we should be.
Conspiracy cat. Conspiracy cats. Not another name for a cat is? A pussy.
Dear Conspiracy Cats. Hast du noch alle Tassen im Schrank? Bist du eigentlich ganz bachen? Bist du... Ja, man sieht an der Glatze, du bist elend einfach durchgekocht. Dir hat wahrscheinlich die Zange auf deine Glatze geschienen. Du bist so ein Idiot. Die Erde ist flach. Schau aus dem Fenster raus, beobachte die Welt. Die Erde ist eindeutig flach und stationär. I can't believe what content you put out. It's just blankly obvious. Don't you see it and then take your fancy whiteboard out and write things on it and be like, oh yeah, I'm wearing this not, I'm a teacher. Yeah, sure, numpty. Gulva Bergele.
Yeah, so I've been watching some YouTube videos of these Globetoads recently, because I think it's important that we know our enemy. And I've stumbled across something that I've long suspected, but it will come as a surprise to a lot of people. I put it to you, millions and millions of people watching right now, that Conspiracy Cats and Simon Dan are the same person.
Oh, God is busted. I love the look on his face. And then he comes back.
If you were to get an image of both of them and sort of merge them together like that, tell me you don't see shape-shifting reptilian lizard people in their eyes.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Well, it's good.
One more.
Well, should we save? Have we got more? Because we've got a bit of time. Should we save some of those for later and head on to the debunk?
All right, cool.
Yeah, a few more have been coming.
Oh, Dickless, you man.
Dick's gone quiet.
Yeah, man.
We went Dickless.
He's done a vanishing act.
Never go Dickless.
Oh no.
Am I back? Am I back? Hello?
He's back.
Yeah, you're back. Come on, spit it out.
And it came back.
And his dick gone again. He
gone again?
Dick's dropped again? Never good.
That serves him right for having a go at you before, Kathy, for the for the technological issue. Right.
I like it.
Right. Well, until Kiri, do you want to read out the super chats while Dick's absent?
Of course, we have, I think we've got 4 to catch up with. Now, my French is terrible, so which one of you guys wants to take the super chat from the snark?
I
I'll
can
take it.
that.
Oh, go ahead, Amy.
Oh, okay, thanks. Okay, he says, where is it? Okay. Les Français disent bonsoir. Salut, Shills.
Nice.
Thank you.
To you.
Well done, honey. Well done. That was awesome.
Thank you.
We have another 3. We have Granny. Oh, she's gonna be mad that I haven't pronounced this properly.
Bonzoix.
Thank you. Screw you and screw your channel. Natha, what? Catz? Oh, sorry. Never mind. He's okay, I guess, for a teacher. And that's for $4.99.
Oh, Granny. What we do?
We have oh, what's this? Did I copy this right? 100 Swedish thingy-majiggers for from Glober Chris. Sweden represent. And I can't read that. I'll get embarrassed. So thank you, Chris.
Just or en liten apa.
Thank you. And what does
Monkey
that mean, Jet?
rescue. Awesome.
That was awesome.
And from No Opinion, we've got 25 we need the sex dance in the chat. Do you do the sex dance on this channel? And he's referring to, I believe, Team Skeptic and FTFE. So
yeah, well,
if you guys haven't seen the sex dance,
right, they're both in the chat. So come on, boys, give it to us. All right.
yeah.
No, I'll do a fucking backflip and swing from the trees for them if they like.
That's not something I'm familiar with, the sex dance. I'm going to have a look at where that's come from.
I will send you the GIF immediately. You need to see this.
Take it away, Catz.
Guys, like I said before, the one thing that when I first clicked on your channel, you were in the middle of doing was a live debunk, and I thought it was absolutely brilliant. So I'd like to show people how you do it your way, and I'll join in with you. We have, I believe, a video queued up that we can all have a look at, and we can rip apart if possible. Do we?
Indeed. Oh, yes, we do indeed. We have a great one queued up. Now, everybody at the panel, remember, we're not running the buzzer system tonight, so manners, right? Catz is in control. Tatty, let's roll that video and show them how the Shills take them down.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes. What would be a pen and paper?
Oh, now. There was a bit of fast forward.
My bad.
So, all right, there was a bit of fast forward. There's time stamp. It was about 3 minutes 40 we need to go into on that one. Because Santa Claus appears and tries to prove to us that the moon gives off cold light. So,
fantastic.
Yeah, are we going to be able to, Tatty? Because the way we got the video loaded up, I'm not sure it's going to fast forward, right?
No.
Oh, well, we've got a second link we can jump into, or we can, while we're sorting that out, we can have a look at the Chatbox Travels. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, let's switch over to Chatbox Travels, and we can edit the video out, the beginning and the background there while we go, I'm sure.
Give me the link and I'll fire it up.
I want to introduce this Chatbox Travels because this being the 1 year special, obviously it's a little bit longer than a year. The first Chatbox Travels I did was about a year ago. And the idea then wasn't anything to do with comments. The idea then was that I would go into somebody's live stream and when I caught them out saying something silly, then I would film that and then I'd just use that. So the idea was I would go into people's chat boxes and then film what they were saying. And if it was crazy, like make a clip. And I think I peaked at the very, very first one because I don't think I've ever heard anything as ludicrous as what you're about to hear on this first Chatbox Travels. And after that, I had to change the tact and just do comment reading instead. So you might have seen this before if you saw my very first early videos, but this is the genuine first ever Chatbox Travels. Take it away, guys.
Awesome. Let it run, Tatty.
I've just watched Dell completely take one of your videos apart, which is not hard to do, let's be honest. Space comma.
All the luminaries that we see have one source and one source alone, and that is Aristarchus. It can be best described as the decapitated tree of life as it emanates from the north center.
What the hell did you just say?
The moon is the exact same size as the sun.
Excuse me, the fuck did you just say?
We are dealing with an electromagnetic, watery, mirror-like barrier above, and we have a kaleidoscopic expression of the source energy.
What the fuck did you just fucking say?
Because the moon is a reflection of the sun.
What the fuck you just say?
The sun itself is a reflection of Polaris. Last year, I found the Milky Way and all the constellations, the star constellations on the moon.
What the fuck did you just fucking say?
You have the illusion of solidity, but actually the moon is a reflection of solidity.
What the fuck did you just fucking say?
And the sun and the moon are opposites, right? So why would they name one in relation to the other? Well, this is a clue for us. Gemini is also about twins that are telling us that the sun and the moon are one and the same.
What the fuck did you just fucking say?
Yeah, these once giant, magnificent crystalline trees were destroyed, decapitated, if you will.
What the
I've just watched Dell completely take one of your videos apart, which is not hard to do, let's be honest. Space comma.
All the luminaries that we see have one source and one source alone, and that is
So
Aristarchus. It can be.
That's going around again.
Yeah, there we go.
So that's yeah, that was the first ever Chatbox Travels, and I could never top that. I'd never went into a stream and heard anything. I thought it was going to be easy. I grabbed that on my first one, so I had to change the tact. Listen, I've been thinking, well, if that video is going to be a problem, we do have the opportunity to level the series with the UK versus rest of the world quiz clips that we can bring up. What's going to be easiest? My technical wizardry team.
Oh well, we've got a little something there, and we can play a little intro, and then switch over to the pub here like we are, and you can just pull them out, and away we go.
And we'll get the chat involved as well. And we've got another. We have 2 live debunks, and we can put the second one in later on, can't we?
Yeah. We're gonna try and figure out that skip forward thing. The way we set a video up, it usually just wants to play, so it's a bit of a oops. You know, what are you gonna do?
No worries. That's my fault. But we've always got the second video. Whatever. But right now, Team UK, you are taking the lead. You're not only taking on now Team Rest of the World, but you're also going to be taking on the people in the chat. We have a series of electron microscope images that you're going to have to guess what you think they are. And the chat will also be involved, and they'll also be the judge as well to see who got the closest. So it'll all become apparent what we're doing once we see the first picture. Have we got an intro for this, or do we just go straight into the clip?
No, I was wrong there. We're just going straight into it. That was a total goof. Absolutely.
So we have some special guests. I will introduce, it's a pre-recorded segment. We'll introduce the special guests for that first clip, and then they will have their own guesses, and then we'll leave it up to you guys. So let's roll the question.
All right. All set, Tatty? Yeah, question 1.
Okay, here we go. Oh, not technical. Why is that not good?
It will be coming shortly.
Right, here is picture number 1, the easiest of the lot, I think.
Oh, here
now
we go.
Let's start off
So
with
that's
the
the
guest
image.
of our
Should be some
first
audio.
mystery guest.
Yeah.
It's the Creaky Blinder.
Question 1. My best guess would be a needle. I don't know what those orangey dots are, some sort of germs if I had to guess.
Guess number 2 is my real-life, bona fide younger brother, Tiny Sack Catz. And as you can see, he's a man of very few words.
Number 1, I'm going to go with E. coli.
And our final pre-recorded contestants are Chris and Mike from the band Girls Bike. They're the band that did the Space Comma song you heard at the beginning, and are also working on other Conspiracy Cat stuff at the minute.
Not like the camera, I don't. You can't swear on this.
Okay, guys, we're filming.
Right, Chris, have you any ideas about...
It just looks phallic to me.
I think I might know what this is.
Go on then.
Right. It's bacteria, and I think it's on a pinhead. And I'm going to go, it's bacillus. It might be lactobacillus, but it's bacteria on a pinhead.
I told him that off camera.
All right.
Right, now as we'll do with all these pictures, let's go and find out what the Shills think and what you guys in the chat think as well. Feel free to play along.
Okay.
So there we go, guys. Did you get a good look at the picture? Those images are on the Google Drive if you want to put one up. It's up to you. But did you get a good look at the picture, teams?
Sure did.
I did. Yeah.
Fantastic. So, Team UK, well, Creaky Blinder said it was a pinhead with bacteria. My younger brother said it was E. coli, so he's obviously naming some sort of bacteria. Girls Bike, pinhead with bacillus, I think he said, a type of bacteria. What do you think it is, Team UK? Remember, Jutmonk, you are the team captain, so final answer from you, please.
Right. Well, I'd say it's something on a
Okay, well, what do you
pinpoint.
think, guys? I mean,
Something on a pinpoint.
I think it's
Yeah.
Like a pinhead.
lead.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
in the chat we've got a silicon-based tree stump, but we've also got
Conspiracy Cat's nose hair.
pencil tip, needle with bacteria, a hair, an eyelash. I think some sort of needle, because up that close, those are
Aye.
never going to look neat and tidy, are they?
I would say
Yeah.
it's
What do you
probably
think?
a needle.
Yeah, with some sort of bacteria on it or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that final answer?
It could be like a hair off of a plant leaf or something.
Yeah, it could be. Could be.
It's the little orange hangouts that, you know.
Well, Mike Bertelson thinks
I'm not gonna
it's
say
obviously
pencil. Come on,
Sleeping
guys.
Warrior's brain. Duh.
What do you think, Joe? What's your final answer?
The orange, one of those is their sacred brain cell that they share amongst their entire community. One of them. There's a couple there. One for moon landing deniers. One for anti-vaxxers. They're all there. But what are they on?
Flat Earth brain
Dear
cell.
me. Come on, guys. What are we going to do? Where are we going to go?
You're the team captain. You choose, Jut. Let the monkey choose.
Oh, dear me.
Aniceto says it's JM Truth's penis. Let's go with that.
No, we're not going to go with that. Pencil tip. It isn't, but I can't think.
Pencil tip. Right, fine. Okay, so rest of the world, what do you think?
All right, guys, what are y'all thinking? I've got a high degree of confidence in my thought, but I want to hear y'all's.
Kevin, you want to start?
Sorry, I was coughing.
Okay, good.
I'm leaning towards Creaky's answer of bacteria on a pinhead, because to me it looks like a hypodermic needle head, like a hollow tip. Maybe I was seeing that wrong, but that's what I saw it. It was definitely a needle head and then something on it, so some form of bacteria.
Yeah. Hey, can I switch teams real quick?
You know what?
No, you
You got to talk to the immigration service first.
Yeah.
Get yourself nationalized, raised your right hand and all that, and then you can switch teams.
Immigration.
You want to switch teams when we're already won the first round?
I agree with Kevin here because he has thought this through really well, and I like that angle. I am totally taking Dead Kennedy in Spaces, and I vote yes there too.
Aimee, what you get?
Yep, same thing.
Okay, yeah, my first thought was either a needle with bacteria growing on it or a toothbrush bristle with bacteria growing on it. Either one will work, I'm thinking, but I will go with the rest of my team. Hypodermic needle with bacteria.
Right, well, the answer was it was just a pin with bacteria. Now, the name of the bacteria, I've absolutely no idea. So, the chat, I'm going to ask you now. Seeing as neither of them said pin, the UK said pencil tip, rest of the world said a needle. Can you just, I'll give you 10 seconds. Can you either just type UK or type ROW for rest of the world, and we'll see who got the closest.
Hey, chat, remember when I said it looked like a needle with some bacteria on it? That was pretty close. Come on now.
Yes,
Boy, yeah, but that wasn't your final answer.
Oh gosh, whoa! Rest of world, UK. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of rest of world, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Now
pin needle, come on, pin needle, come on.
Mike, stop cheating,
was
Mike.
closer.
You can't type it so much. I think it's rest of world. I have to be honest. The chat seems to think
As far as
so.
I'm concerned, Mike Bertelson says rest of world, and he has got to be one of the smartest human beings that has ever. So we win. That's it.
So rest of the world takes that between you two. Between our pre-recorded contestants, Creaky Blinder, I'm going to give the point to. My brother, he named the bacteria. He knew the bacteria. I'm going to give it. That's not favoritism, but he can have a point. And Girls labelled it as well. So I think everybody on the pre-recorded got it right. Team UK, you're not off the mark yet. Team rest of the world, you've got one, and so has everyone else on the video. We've got a question too.
Ooh.
Okay. Now, before this one goes, I must advise that the sound is going to be missing at the start. I'll get it on as soon as I As soon as I can, even.
No problem.
So here we go.
So here's picture number 2. Take a good look. Over to you, Creaky.
Number 2. Is
Nice.
it toilet paper?
If it is, it's definitely unused toilet paper. Let's see what Tiny Sacks thinks.
Number 2, I'm going with wool fibres.
And at this point, I just want to thank my younger brother for the obvious time and effort he's spent trying to explain all these things. It's truly heartwarming.
Have you any ideas about? It's fibrous. It's definitely fibrous.
Is it wool or something?
I'm thinking it's something like that. Do you know what I think it might be? I think it might be paper.
Paper.
It's something fibrous now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I think
It could be cotton or something.
It could be
It's,
cotton.
it's
Yeah.
something dead close up.
Yeah, it is something dead close up, Chris. Thanks. That's the whole point of the game. Thanks for spotting that. And eventually they settled on paper.
Right, well, Team UK.
Oh, wow.
10 seconds, what do you think?
Yeah, bog roll or paper, to be honest.
Yeah, I think paper. Yeah, I think paper. Paper is good. Let's go with
Paper.
that.
Is that your final answer, UK?
Go with paper? Yeah, we'll go with paper.
Team rest of the world?
All right, guys, we cannot let Team UK have this. We have got to make a steal. What are y'all thinking?
I am torn between cotton and paper because thicker bonded paper that is very fibrous looks close to cotton up close. I know this from my days in a printing shop. I owned one. I had big, huge roll-fed printers and so on, and up close and personal viewing gear to make sure that the dot patterns from the printers are right. And that's a tough one. I'm not really sure, Kevin. Got any thoughts? You're very, observant.
I don't think it's paper because it seems. I feel like paper would be slightly more like tightly packed. It feels like. To me, it looks like just some sort of fiber, like wool, or. I'm leaning towards something like wool.
Yeah. I'm thinking average cotton from a t-shirt. So there you got two that are based more on textiles, right? Versus tangible items. They're logical. Aimee, what are you thinking?
I was looking at it. It looked like paper at first, but now I'm looking at it thinking it probably does look like a cotton fiber. I'm not sure. Maybe
One of the things we have to remember here is we always talk about how flat earthers cannot get scale. And we got to remember, this is an electron microscope. Things are very, very small. And it's really hard to tell at times. I've looked at a ton of these. Mike, I got to tell you, my first gut reaction was a tooth. But, want to check with you guys about that.
Fucking hell, if that's your teeth, bro, you need to go and see a dentist.
So, okay, consensus. What's everybody want to vote? Throw it in now. Let's do this.
Dick, your vote.
Okay, I'm going with cotton. I'm going with cotton.
Aimee?
Me too.
Kevin?
Cotton.
Okay, I'll go with the rest of my team. It is cotton fiber.
Survey says.
The answer is, cotton, you say, yeah? Final answer? Toilet paper. So, Creaky got it nailed on. Girls' Bike and my brother were very close. Well, my brother wasn't very close. He was a million miles away. But Girls' Bike were very close. So Creaky's got the point. But again, it's out to the chat. Team UK said paper. It was toilet paper. Rest of the world said cotton. So 20 seconds. Whack in what you think, and you can be the judge. UK or ROW. Off you go.
He said whacking. He said whacking. It wasn't me. It was him.
UK. Everybody says UK. I like that.
And I don't know if you guys caught it, but conspiracy cats.
They're going to need fucking toilet paper after I finish throwing shit at them.
Here's the honest thing: is toilet paper can be very cottony, but it is toilet paper, and as such, we are not going to win this one. I accept.
No, yeah.
Unless you went to primary school in the UK, and then it was more like tracing paper. Anyone from the UK remember that?
Oh dear God!
Oh God, yes.
And I don't know if you guys caught it, but he called Team Rest of the World ROW. Did he just call us a bunch of prats? That was Team of Prats channel.
No.
Yeah. No, not reshaping out.
Absolute travel.
Absolute bash.
There's nothing like a spontaneous group of Del cows on the Shills. Take it there, Catz.
Right, 3 more to go. It's one apiece. Take it away. Question 3.
Well, picture number 3 looks like an old girlfriend of mine, but I wonder what our contestants will make of it.
Number 3. Saliva.
Number 3 is the muscle tissue.
It's biological.
Is it mucus?
It could be. It could be something like mucus. Yeah, it could be, because that looks liquid. Now,
it's not water, is it?
No, I mean, you see, you've got these things that are connected, and they remind me a bit of white blood cells, but I've never seen that many white blood cells in one place before. So mucus is not a bad idea. Something like
I hope not.
What about tears?
Right, well, tears isn't a bad answer, but specifically, what kind of tears, boys?
The tears of a child's dreams.
So, we've got the tears of a child's dream. We've got I don't know what the hell my brother said, but he was wrong. What did Creaky say?
He said saliva, I think.
Yeah,
saliva.
I think so.
And I can tell you all 3 of those were wrong. So I'm going to start with Team Rest of the World this time. What do you think you're looking at?
I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I'm starting to think fungus.
Ooh. I was thinking
pretty fly for a fun guy.
I was thinking that stretched out middle bit just looks like it looks like it just could be like a close up of a blade of grass. So I'm thinking something plant like, but I'm not really confident in that.
Yeah.
I would just like to say on behalf of Team Rest of the World, I would like to invite Team Skeptic onto the team right now. If you have, yeah,
he doesn't think it's plant.
I think it's bad broccoli that's been in a bachelor's fridge entirely too long.
Oh, so this was taken from my fridge.
I do like the mucusy side of the argument, to pull it back to reality here, because I know I'm just screwing around. I do like that because of the strand nature and the globular nature combined.
Globular.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Right?
So Dick's going to vote saliva. Dick's going to vote saliva. What do you say, Aimee?
I'm not really sure. I'm thinking this one's a hard one, even harder than the paper was.
Dick, are you voting for an answer that we already know is wrong? Dick says going with saliva. We already know that's wrong.
Yeah, I wasn't going to bring that up or anything. I mean, but yeah.
I wasn't actually finished there. I was just, letting Troglodyte take over. But, I do believe in the mucusy nature of it, but that strand factor, I think, is too strong for that. And I'm almost thinking more like exposed muscular tissue or something. That's a tough one.
That is a tough one, and that's what I'm thinking too. I was looking at it, either that or something to do with like bread and yeast. I don't know. It looks like it's just this weird. It's weird.
What do you think, logical final answer?
Kevin, what was your vote?
Oh, I think it's part of a plant. I really do. I think it's a blade of something like grass, but not grass.
Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to go with my initial gut reaction because Kevin's talking plant. I'm talking plant. We're going to go with fungus, mushroom type stuff.
Fungus, okay. Team UK, what do you gone for?
Well, at first, and this is not the final answer, but I thought crabs on a pube.
Awesome. I love it.
But I'm open to listen to what my teammates have to say. What do you think? Actually, maybe a bit of pollen, I thought. Pollen on them.
I think
pollen's more round.
I think it looks a bit like what I would imagine a sneeze really up close would look like.
Yeah.
Like
It's
phlegm.
kind of snot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
so
next time we're hanging out,
snotty
Kiri, I'll
vibe.
sneeze up close in your face, and then you can tell me if you're right.
I'd rather
Fill that
you
up.
didn't. Jen's
dick
little
would skin or
corner
something.
thinks it's a yeast infection.
Like thrush, thrush or crabs.
I don't know. It's mucusy. I don't know. I think some sort of phlegmy yuck, like snot or something. I don't know.
Bodily fluid.
Maybe, yeah.
What are you saying, Tatty?
I'm saying bogies.
So bodily fluid. Should we go with bodily fluid?
Yeah.
Can we say that, Catz? Bodily fluid, or do we have to be
Pretty
specific?
generic. Bodily fluid comes in a lot of forms, like a specific one.
Yeah. And then if we're wrong, at least we'll be closer than a plant, I suppose.
I think-
So what are we going to go with? Sneeze?
Phlegm. Phlegm.
Phlegm is a
Yeah.
sneeze, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Phlegm.
Yeah.
Yep. Right, the answer was, in your girl's bike, they nailed it before they changed their mind. It's a bogey. Yeah, you're right.
Fucking hell,
wow.
Bogey!
Team UK captured the lead, 2-1, and then on the pre-recorded segment, it is still Creaky Blinder in the lead, 2-1. So, 2 more to go. I think the next one is will not take much discussion. Let's play number 4.
Oh, give me 2 seconds. Here we go.
Number 4, whatever could this possibly be?
Number 4, I know straight away. Man gravy. Sperm.
Certainly not the type of gravy I'd be wanting on my chips. Little brother?
Number 4 is semen.
You know, when I said you could make your answers quick, I really was hoping for a little bit more.
Like I said, I'm a simple musician and you're a biologist.
Yeah. Again, it's fibrous. It's
straw or something, is it?
It could be. It's just those are really thin. Those filaments are like really, 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 really thin. So.
Shredded wheat?
I don't think you'd see this one. I think it might be.
You mean dirty anus hair?
Like, spider's foot or fly's foot. But these are the things that stick onto things.
Well, wow.
So, we've got sperm and then a fly's foot. So somebody's massively wrong. Team UK, what do you think? Take it away, guys.
Not that
Wow,
I've
shit the
looked at-
bed.
Yeah, right? Not that
Yeah.
I've looked at an awful lot of pictures of microscopic sperm or anything, but I think it's too neat to be
I would suggest it's
human
if it's
sperm.
sperm, it's flare sperm.
Yeah.
It's hella flat.
Good.
It's some sort of spermy type thing, but from what, I'm not sure.
No, it's.
Oh man.
I'm tempted to say hair, but it's bugger all like it.
No, it's not hair.
It's
I'm
definitely
a fucking
no hair.
barber, remember?
Yeah, it's
But
definitely
that
no
isn't
fucking
what
hair.
hair looks like under
Definitely
a
no.
microscope.
Do you cut hair with an electron microscope, Jet?
No, but I have fucking looked Jupiter one.
be
Magnified,
Jupiter.
and that's not what it looks like, pal. All right, you dork, Kevin. Come on, wake up, pal.
It's fibrous, so. Well,
I don't know if it's fibrous.
Do you know what? Actually, I reckon this is. No, do you know what? And then the more I look at it, I don't. I was thinking more along the man-made fibre, like.
Yeah, nylon or something.
Nylon, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's some sort of.
I don't know. It's a bit uniform, man.
Yeah.
Exactly, which
I think
makes me think it's a man-made fibre like nylon.
Well, you guys go with what you think. I don't think so. I think it's some sort of, let's just say, sperm-like substance, but I don't know what.
It could be some plant-based thing.
It's not sperm.
I don't know.
I'll tell you what, right? When I choke my chicken, it doesn't look like that.
I hope not. Jesus.
It's definitely not
I need an electron microscope to do that, mate, because then you've got a bigger problem. Right, so we're going with. Is that your final answer? You're going with a sperm-like substance.
Jack, you're the team leader. Go
I
for it.
don't know,
Go for
Tatty. What do you think? More like what I said.
You guys think sort of like nylon
it's-
or something, right?
It's like a man-made fibre or possibly plant fibre, but I'd go
Yeah.
man-made.
We'll go with it. We'll go with like a nylon fibre.
Okay, nylon fibre. Final answer. Team Rest of the World. What do you think?
My first instinct here is it's one half of a Velcro strip.
Which is a nylon fibre.
Yeah, but so is a pair of bell bottoms that don't make them the same thing, man.
Guys, in my book, that's hard. I'm a monkey, remember?
Yeah.
Well, let's remember that we're all friends here, even if we're on different teams, guys. Come on.
Well, my first thought that this was a group of future sailors after a USO dance night, but Catz already said it wasn't that, so.
Yeah, because if those are sperm, man, they're drunk. Like, seriously, they need to get off the sauce and get onto the program because they're not doing well. Look at that.
They would be on a microscope slide if they were sperm, wouldn't they? I don't think that's like from the source.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking some sort of plant root material. What do you think, Kevin?
I was thinking the inside of a 13-year-old's tube sock the whole time, so I'm really not sure. Is it possible? You know what? I know Catz said it's not this, but I think he was kind of playing a trick on us. I think it's sperm, but not human sperm.
That's what I said. Can we team up, Dead Kennedy, me and you? Fuck these other guys.
Oi, what's what you're saying, or you won't have a team, pal.
Yeah. Aimee, what are you thinking?
Like a bowl? Or
yeah, it really does. It just looks like flattened sperm. I'm not sure. I'm thinking, but it also looks plant-like. I'm just.
Terry Davis
they're either
says
dehydrated sperm or plant-like, something that has to do with plants.
Terry
plant
Davis
root
wants us
or
to
plant?
say bean sprouts. They do look a bit like bean sprouts. I'm not gonna lie.
That is true.
They do.
No, I'm hungry.
Okay, I'll go with the consensus, when it's our turn. You guys figure it out.
I don't think there is one. Do you guys kind of want to go out on the limb and think the Catz was pulling our leg?
Kevin?
Well, I don't think he was pulling her leg. I think he was pulling a fast one in that he said it's not sperm, but I think he was saying it's not.
Oh,
it's not the sperm you're thinking of.
You know what I would think? It's conspiracy cat, so it's got to be cat sperm.
Something to do. Oh,
right.
Cat.
That's cat load, man. That feeds the barn mouse problem right there. There you go.
Oh God. Your vote, Dick, was what now?
Cat sperm.
Aimee?
I'm leaning towards that because.
Kevin?
I'm just going to say non-human sperm. I'm not going to guess an animal.
All right. Well, we'll go with that. Some sort of non-human sperm.
I have no idea how you did that. It is cat sperm.
Oh my god! No way!
That is incredible. So
Particularly, you couldn't find anything else to use, so you choked off for the last one.
There is a decider, but there's no real point to the decider. You'll see why when I thought it was going to be the hardest one. Well, let's play the last one, and then you'll see why there's probably no point to discussing it. Question 5, off you go.
And last up, definitely the hardest one in my opinion.
And number 5 I've seen before, and if I remember correctly, it's chalk.
Okay, maybe it wasn't that hard.
And number 5 will be the pollen or like a very poorly blood cell.
Obviously, he wasn't listening to Creaky Blinder. He's seen it before. It's chalk.
I think. Well, it's calcified. I think it's chalk dust.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, I say yeah as if I'm really confident. I'm not. That's
Chalk dust.
Chalk dust for that one.
Or cocaine.
Or chalk dust.
So I think we all got the answer there. I don't think this is going to take long. What do you think, Team UK?
Whatever it
Christ.
is, it's very pretty, very pretty. Well, Creaky said he's seen it before, and it's chalk dust, and I trust Creaky. I think he might be right.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
But Catz gave the video.
So,
You trust Catz?
I mean, chalk dust, you think? I mean, like, I would have gone with pollen, but...
I'd have gone with pollen.
Hashtag I trust Creaky. So, but you guys decide, you know?
All right, which one, pollen or chalk dust?
I'll go for chalk, man.
Yeah, go for chalk.
You want to go for chalk?
I mean,
All
it
right,
looks, yeah, it looks good. Whatever it is, it's very pretty.
We'll say, reluctantly on my part, chalk. Dust.
Okay.
And for our team, I'm going to tell us all right now, I've seen a documentary about how the White Cliffs of Dover were formed. Those are the little buggers themselves. Is definitely chalk, 1,000%.
I was going to
say, well, go ahead,
Sorry.
Kevin.
I was just going to say, I'm pretty sure that pollen has little, I'm not sure what they're called, but like the single cell equivalent of legs, basically, those little kind of filaments that single celled organisms use to move. Pollen kind of looks like it's covered in that, I'm pretty sure. So I was going to say chalk dust just for that reason.
Yeah, I love Creaky. I trust Creaky. We're going to go with chalk.
And you both
Sounds good to
right.
me.
Yeah. It was chalk dust.
Wow, isn't chalk dust just beautiful?
I think
it is.
I
The
think-
design is
It's almost like snowflakes.
Jutmonk, you need to trust me more. I said I trust Creaky, and you weren't going to listen to that.
Don't trust me. Fine. Yeah.
I'm just amazed.
It's so cool, isn't it? That's the
looks
best
amazing,
one.
doesn't it? It does look
Yeah.
amazing. That's an interesting point you raised about the pollen. The pollen, the structure of it depends on whether it's an insect pollinated plant or a wind pollinated plant. If it's insect pollinated plant, it tends to be a bit bigger, but like spiky, so it'll stick to the.
So stick, yeah.
Yeah, but, a lot smaller, and some of the some even have like wing-like structures. If the wind pollinated, but that's boring. So let's get on to the next bit. Listen, there's something. I've obviously got my timings wrong when I planned this. There's something I want to get people to watch while there's still a lot of viewers here, and that is Julian HG is the man that made the space comma for me, and I know he's made stuff for Simon Dan. He's made stuff for Fight the Flat Earth. He's made stuff for the Creaky Blinder, and I had the privilege of interviewing him yesterday to put a little bit of an interview here. And the guy he's an absolute genius. He really is, and he's such a nice guy. Now, we talked about 25 minutes, and the whole interview is going to go on the Conspiracy Cat channel, not the main, the one that's called the Conspiracy Cat. And I just feel ashamed because I didn't know what to cut out and what not to cut out, so I've absolutely butchered it when I've tried to edit together. But I really would like to show my interview with him because I know he's in the chat, and I'd really urge anybody that's watching to click on his name, and to go and subscribe to him. If you like anything that's intellectual, the guy's just is just like an artist in so many different ways. The guy is unbelievable. Is there a way we could play that interview now? I know it's a little bit earlier than normal.
No, we can get that sorted for you, no problem.
Yeah. Julian's link is in the chat for everybody who wants to go check him out. Please do. I did myself. His channel looks awesome.
It's fantastic. He's an artist. He's a metal worker. He's into technology and electronics. He's just a real handy guy that takes on projects. And on his channel, you can see him conceive an idea and see it right the way through to the very end. And I can only apologise for the butchering I did when we edited the interview.
It's all good. He says butcher it, Catz. Go for it, basically.
Oh, is it there? Right. So
he's in there.
It's in there. If we can click on it, I'd urge anybody that likes anything technical to click on his name and subscribe. The guy's brilliant.
Absolutely. Tatty, let it run, buddy. Awesome.
And here is the man himself, and here is the space comma that he made me. I can assure you, if you could feel the weight of this now, I mean, this is a hefty thing, isn't it? This is some serious quality.
It's massive. That's the biggest YouTube play button I've made so far.
Because you've done a few. Well, first of all, before I even get into that, I want to say thank you so much. And I know we've said, I've emailed you to say thanks, but really, I've not given you the credit you deserve for this because it's my favourite thing ever. So, just in front of everyone now.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. That's very nice of you.
So, before we talk any more about Space Comma or other play buttons, just for people who don't know you, I think they should, because I've been watching your channel, on and off over the past few months, and I've got to say your videos are really therapeutic to watch from the beginning to the end and see something be created. Do you want to just tell people what your channel's about?
Yeah, sure. So in a real nutshell, I started my channel. This was like a few years ago. I started my channel as a way. Basically, I wanted to learn how to paint, and I was just uploading my oil paintings in time-lapse form just to show my mum, essentially, look what I painted today. And over the months, I got a few subscribers and I got sort of more into the painting and the time-lapse stuff. And after about 60 of those videos, I had, 300 or 400 subscribers. And then I started to really get into the making of the videos as opposed to just the painting. And then I started doing other crafty things like casting, like your space comma. And I sort of learned how to do 3D printing, and I was actually into 3D printing before the casting, but they're such a great marriage because you can 3D print a plastic shape and then using the sand casting process, turn it into something metal. Actually, it's not even just casting as well. I've just done an electronics one about a cupboard, that the Donut Keeper 2000. It's an Internet of Things controlled kitchen cupboard that my wife has control over. And it's to stop me eating all the donuts, essentially. And it's worked a treat.
What struck me before, I didn't realise you said you started the channel when you were going to teach yourself how to draw, because some of those drawings you do, I would have thought you've been doing it for years and years and years. I think I'll show, and it's probably been shown already over the interview, the Jim Al-Khalili one. That's the first one I got.
Oh, yeah.
And it's amazing. It's like a photograph, And,
thank you. I sent that to him.
No, I thought it was great. So did Professor Al-Khalili, did he get back to you?
Yeah, he did. He said thank you very much, and he's put it in his office.
So if anybody wants to go and click on that channel and subscribe, and the variety of videos is great. I'd love to see us add as many as we can before the end of the show.
Brilliant.
Before we sign off from the interview, could you talk me through the process of, and I'll try and get some video to overlay on the top of this, but the process of how the space comma is actually made?
Sure. So, because it's lovely and smooth, so if you look on that video, these bits will be probably shown in better detail on that video, and feel free to use any of that footage. But basically, I 3D printed, so I designed it in Fusion 360, which is kind of a really lovely, free at the moment, and hopefully forever free software for making 3D models, which you can very easily export to a 3D printer. And because it's lovely and curved on both sides, I split it in half and 3D printed it flat so that it's lovely and smooth. And I put some pins in to make it register and keep the edges nice. And essentially, to cut a very long story short, you sort of get a bit of sand and you make the imprint of the space comma, and then you put another frame on top and then fill that with sand, and then you split the mold and you've got the front half and the back half. And then you kind of scoop out of the sand some sort of some pipe, some little grooves in the sand to allow the bronze to flow through, and very carefully put the sand back together. It's not regular sand. It is regular sand, but it's got a few things added to it to make it sticky. But yeah, it's really simple. And the main barrier to it is getting metal hot. But you can do it with tin, little tin soldiers and things like that on the stove at home.
Here we go.
Are we all good?
We're good.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. We'll just give it a second until the chat catches up to make sure, because we don't want to screw up on a super chat call out,
Yeah,
right?
they can hear
I
us
hear
now.
one. Okay, there we go. So, who would like to start this round of super chats off? Shills, let's do this.
I'll do one if you want, as I've just arrived.
Yeah, there we go. Excellent.
Cool. Oh, God. I'm going. Soren Hem Jensen for what's a DKK and 20 of those?
Danish kroner.
Danish kroner.
And
Here
he
we go.
Yeah. You want to do the rest?
Oh, go on then. I'll do as many as you want. I don't mind. Helmut Koch. More Danish kroner. Another 20 off him. Thank you very much. No message, but awesome. Brian Nijam. I checked this one out. It's a Polish. Oh, I've forgotten the name now. But it's Polish, and there's 2,000 of them. Pardon, Kennedy. You said it then.
Zloty.
2,000 Polish zloty. Can't leave out the Dutch guy living in Poland watching a Brit on an American app, which is quite amusing.
And before we... Sorry.
That was extremely generous too.
Extremely generous.
I just want to point out, that
Thank you so much.
2,000 Poland zloty is equivalent to $523 US.
Yeah, 689 Canadian dollars.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
So, Brian, you have just put yourself at the
406
top of the list of the friends of the show. You are the man. Absolutely. Now, Thomas Rudolph was next, and I believe that's 50 euros.
Nice. Space, comma.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Catz, can you read that out for us?
You ready? Hang on, I've got to look at the stream. Does it say space comma? Because I can't. Yep. All right. Hello, here we go. Right, see if I can get this one right. Space comma.
Brilliant.
Absolutely. Who's next up? Monkey, take the next one there, brother. You got it?
The next one, well, I would...
Gregster 29?
Look for it. Of course, I got it. If I could find it, but remember...
Oh, Jutmonk's going interdimensional again.
Doing anything.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Do you know what?
Is Logical
no,
set up?
Without sitting here scrolling and scrolling and scrolling.
Yeah, you're lost. Yeah. Sorry, buddy, no worries. How about Dead Kennedy?
Yeah, we're at Gregster 29, who gave £1.91. I don't know what the cents value is in pounds. Is it still cents?
Pence.
Yeah, pennies or cents.
Pounds and pence.
Pounds and pence. Okay. But there wasn't a message with that one. But thank you anyway.
Appreciate
it. And we also had Planner Walk, New Zealand, $5, and he wants us to get Catz to sing. I don't know if you can see that there, Catz. It's something very specific.
Oh, right. Let's have a look. I'm looking on the the feed. No, what's it say?
In the green room, it's in.
We're looking for the lyrics to the
Hobo
Dog TV show. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down until
tomorrow. I'll just keep moving on.
Yeah, there you go.
What a show! What a show!
Hobo. That's it. There we go. And Kevin, you take the next one because you're the only one that can get the last name right. Come on, buddy, you got it.
Oh, the one from Granny Bunslegs?
Thank you.
$1.99, and she said, "Qu'est-ce que c'est que tu viens de dire or dear? Bordel." I'm not sure what that means.
Well, Bordel, I'm pretty sure I know where Granny's coming from.
Yeah, it means, what the fuck did you say? It's qu'est-ce que tu viens de dire, Bordel.
Yeah, see, sorry, Kevin, but Amy one-upped you there. We got Stephen Dean for $1.99. CC is an OT5 in Scientology. That's pretty good, man.
Stephen Dean's funny, man.
Yeah, and then who wants his next one? Who wants that one?
Steven Steen, $1.99. All those need mentioned. Smiley face, smiley face.
I love it. I love it. Are we caught up here, guys? Are we good? Can we pass the Catz and move?
I think we're good.
Brilliant.
All right.
I just want to thank everybody. So, the Shills have worked so unbelievably hard, to make this stream happen tonight. I'm so grateful. So thank you for supporting them. I really appreciate that. And thank you again for the Shills for all the work you've done for this. But what I want to do now, because time's kind of running away and I've got a few things, I'm going to put this to the chat. If that's okay with you, I'm going to tell the chat what we've got left, and then I'm going to let them vote. If you can do that, how's that sound?
Sounds good to me, man.
That's a great idea.
Well, we've got a Chatbox Travels comment reading that we can do for you. We've got a Top Trump, Flat Earth Top Trump special against a fellow YouTuber. Although I quite like to play out on that one. We've got the second half of the FIFA video. We've got more roasting clips, and we have a live debunk, which we can play from the beginning. That was the second link. So if you want the Chatbox Travels, can you just type in Chatbox Travels? If you want the live debunk, type live debunk. If you want the second half of FIFA, type FIFA. And if you really want the Top Trumps now, type Top Trumps. It's the Flat Earth. But I like to play out on that because it makes me giggle. So
here we got some good stuff coming in already. We've got lots of chat box, debunk, chat box. So it looks to me like we should do the chat box travel and then do that the live debunk on that second video. Absolutely.
Right. Okay. Fantastic. So the Chatbox Travels, all I need to do is just ask that we, I've chained them all together in one video, so when it goes blank, if we just pause it, and then, I don't know, admire the unique creation.
Perfect. All right. So yeah, Daddy, second one, let's go.
I've just watched Dal completely take one of your videos apart, which is not hard to do, let's be honest. Space comma.
Hello, it's me again, John. I'm a Jussie Pants. Conspiracy Catz keep on proving he denies reality, comma, full stop, no capital. You have a proven that you are a con artist, no capital. You have proven you will lie for money.
So, who's come across John O'Massey Jussie Pants before? Is it just me that he trolls, or have you come across him?
Well, I've come across him in other people's comment sections as well. And the level of incoherence that he is able to put across in one comment is absolutely amazing. It's astounding. I really did think that he deserves a medal along with DFOY. Absolutely. This guy's crazy. I'm so happy for you that you get so much from him because it's really fun.
I want to keep him, but I think the guy's great. In fact, this whole chat box travel section is 90% our friend John and Jussie Pants. I've called him that for that long. I don't even know what his name is. Let's have a look at his second comment.
Awesome.
Conspiracy Catz, it's me again, John. I'm in a crusty pants and I'm back. Rolling you is fun. No capital. Exposing your retarded lies is fun. Space, no capital. All you do is prove globers are lying cowards. Look, I'm just going to put that slash in there for no reason. Full stop. No capital. You're a coward.
Oh, man.
Seriously, jeez.
I mean, wow.
Now, I have to say, while it is incoherent in his ability to type a basic sentence, I can sort of fill in the blanks and get what he was going for. But it's not quite like, you ever get those comments where it might even be typed entirely correctly and you just go, what are you even trying to say?
There is that, but I think there's a definite link between how set in the flat Earth ways somebody is, and a lack of obvious sort of I don't mean to be cruel, but a lack of sort of education. And I think on a deeper level, we've talked about this before, I think on the Logic and Reason stream, that on a deeper level there is a lack of education with a lot of these people, and that gives them a low self-esteem. And I'm not a psychologist, I'm not making any diagnosis or anything, but if they've got a low self-esteem, if they find something like flat Earth which makes them feel like they're part of a group, and that they're now enlightened and they know stuff that their peers don't know, it makes them feel like they're onto something special, and they're elevated, if you like, in that state. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Roughly?
Yeah, if I could kind of tack onto that, isn't that how a lot of cults get started? Is you find very charismatic leaders who they rope in people who maybe aren't in the best place in their life, or really down in the dumps, or have low self-esteem and can easily be kind of coerced into believing something that may not be the best for them.
Absolutely. No, I agree 100%. And it's a shame, because these people are, they like that feeling of having that special knowledge and now not being the person who's academically behind or whatever. But at the end of the day, they're being led down the garden path by people that do know better. People like your Jeronism and your Nathan Oakley, who are influencing these guys. They do know better. They just don't seem to care.
That's the worst part, isn't it? That Eric Dubé, that guy knows the Earth is round. 1000%. That guy knows he's a grifter.
Absolutely. Right. Team UK, take a wild guess who the next comment is going to be from.
A wild guess from, let's have a think, who batters your channel.
There's a strong pattern that's already emerged.
Come on, guys.
I'm going to guess.
I'm a super fan.
Go away. Juicy Pants again.
Yes. Let's
do it, man.
Hello, it's me again, John. My man, Jussie Pants. Conspiracy Catz is butt hurt, or should that be butt hurt? That his dumb lies are being exposed. No capital. You have proven you will lie all the time, twa. Defend your globe cult. No capital. You keep on proving that you have zero evidence for the globe.
That was gold. The way you undersell it, no capital, and then you stumble over the misuse of language and punctuation and stuff. That's amazing. I love it.
Absolutely brilliant. That's why we love the man. The guy is awesome, and 1 year and look where he's got. That just shows it all. You're an awesome creator, Catz. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, one of my
here.
Probably for sure.
Is
Simon Dan, if you're in the chat, I like
is Simon Dan in the chat still, or can I say that Conspiracy Catz is actually better? Am I safe, or what's going on there?
I'm sure we're about to find out. If he's there, make yourself known.
No, I'm just saying, buddy. You're firing on all cylinders. We're loving it. That's why we were so happy to do this. What a great collab. We're just loving this.
Oh, he's here. He says, yes, I'm here. He is better. Smiley face. We love you, Dan. Looking forward to the show with you on the 9th of November. It's all good. Don't you worry.
Yeah,
yes. Simon Dan, you're a daddy, mate. I mean, I did not know flat Earth was even a thing until I met you, pal.
Well, Monk, look at it this way. Let's be honest right here. How many people in this chat that are creators on YouTube can absolutely honestly say that Simon Dan is an inspiration in them getting out there and making some content? There's going to be quite a few yeses. You know, not to single you out and make you all embarrassed, man. Sorry, but you know, it's absolutely true, isn't it? Right? So, Catz, back to you, man. Let's rock this.
Well, on that, I mean, Dan General, before I had the Conspiracy Catz channel, I had a channel called GCSE and A-Level Science. I've deleted that now. It belonged to an old school. And that's when I first met Dan. He messaged me when I did something with Anthony Riley. And I think at the time, Dan only had something like 700 subscribers. He was, you know, he was quite small at the time. I think I had about 500. So we were similar. And it was just before he took off. But even then, I started the Conspiracy Catz channel based on watching him when he had about 700 subscribers, you know, so even, you know, he had a big impact. And yeah, so if you're in the chat, Dan, thanks for that. I appreciate it.
I mean, can I ask you both a question? Both you, Conspiracy Catz, as it's your party, and Simon Dan, as he's in the chat. I mean, I've learned an awful lot watching you guys. I have. I've, you know, I've really been educated by you and entertained by you. What have you learned from me?
I have learned that freedom of expression is a beautiful thing. That's what I've learned.
Oh, well said, man. Well said, because that's absolutely true in the fact of the monkey. And I would like to point out on an episode of my game show, World Model Feud, I had Anti-Flatter, Logical Troglodyte, and Jutmonkthedrunk Monkey. So they all contributed their answers to their questions, and Anti-Flatter and Logical totally just tore into it and had a blast. And Jutmonk laid it down as serious as Alex Trebek himself and nailed it. So don't you dare sell the monkey short. He may tear your head off, but he'll do it in style. Oh, you're damn right.
Well, a lot of people in the chat are saying that they learn new swear words from Jutmonk, or certainly how to arrange them in a sentence.
Monkey is very good for that.
Definitely one of my my favorite most recent, because I don't think I'd encountered you too much until just before I was on the Shills for the first time. But man, you crack me up, absolutely. Really do. Have we got comment number? God, my word! What comment are we on?
Number 4.
4.
Yep,
Yeah.
Number 4.
Comment number 4.
No, it's me again, John. I'm under Jussie Pants. I got it right this time. You guys are butthurt that flat earthers are proving the earth is flat. Outside Super the Dogs, you guys are butthurt that we are exposing globe earth cult's lies. And no rest for the wicked, I'm straight back in. No capital, I accept double space what I observe myself, coward full stop, no capital, all I, no capital, ever see is flat earth. You are lie proving globers are retarded liars.
I am. Wow. Again.
I mean, I need to ask the teacher himself, what does omble actually mean?
Well, it is very technical, and I'd love to explain it to you, you know, but it would just take me too long. It's deep physics. It's all to do with perspective, you know.
Okay.
Sure you'll get that.
Way out of a retarded monkey's intelligence.
Yeah, it must be Phuket perspective.
The guy, yeah, that guy though in particular, the John Arthur Crusty Pants, whatever he's called. What I like about him is he never once makes any kind of attempt to say anything relevant or scientific. You know, it's all like a lot of them though. You know, it's all there's a conspiracy. You're a part of it, and I'm going to tell you that with the worst English I can possibly come up with. You know, it's there's definitely a strong pattern, which I'm sure you've all seen.
Oh God, it's a tendency to think.
I mean,
the forehead.
Semicolon Lee. I mean, I'm still trying to decipher that. I'm struggling.
Yeah, have we got? Is he on next? Have we got another? How many more have we got? Two?
Yeah.
We'll find it in a minute.
Here we go. I wonder if this one's going to be a sensible one.
My name is Dead Globe Model Parsons. You globtards are funny. Did Moomai dropped your head? You know perspective is a real thing. Catz face palm.
Was he palming his own fucking English there? Because he must have been. I mean, what the hell does droped and moomy mean?
Well, let's be the only part of that did make sense was the face palm. It was like, for fuck's sake. It's like he read it back to himself before pressing enter and just went, oh, face palm. And it was a text to speak as well, and he still fucked it up.
No, that wasn't the only thing that made sense. The start of it. That's fucking ridiculous. That
was ouch, man. I mean, somebody from Tonga that had been in North America, like, New York for 1 week could speak better English. Come on. That's ridiculous. That was crazy.
Unbelievable. I've gone quiet at my end and I can't hear anybody, and I'm just speaking, hoping that people can hear me.
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Yep. I don't know if I'm still here.
I mean, when you read their comments, you do realise why they think the Earth is flat.
Hello.
Right.
Oh, right, I'm back. There we go.
Yeah,
Loose cable. Right, I don't know what I've missed, but I'm sure it was amazing. Yeah, I went quiet there. But right, so where were we? I have missed something there. Are we at the end of the chat box travels? Is it time for another vote from the chat, or have we got one more to go?
Chatty?
I think we've got one more.
Yeah. Okay.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, what the hell?
Hello, my name's Jockey Malocki. Haha, love to see the globe burning. Globe is space, comma, no space. Show us the math. No space, comma, no space, please. Full stops, 3 of them. Or keep the head in the sand. Space, comma, until the sand sink down to the flat earth. Ha!
Oh my god. Oh, that is poetry.
You get the best trolls and comments. Seriously, I get rubbish ones. And I would kill for half the funny crap that you get.
That guy, he had his, when I clicked on his channel, he had a video up disproving evolution, and I'm not even kidding. His reason evolution wasn't real was that animals shared physical characteristics, and that was his debunk of evolution. That like animals, more than one animal had an eye, like more than one animal.
Oh no.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Animals.
I know that's like taking a trip into space, having a journey around the Earth a few times on the International Space Station and saying that debunks the globe, you fucktards.
Hannah Anderson in the chat says, "Good grief, there needs to be a book of these. These are so damn funny."
That's a good one. That's a good shout.
That's a damn good shout, man.
So, Shills, what do you think? We've got the second half of the FIFA match to the chat can see if they can predict who's going to win, and so can you. We have the live debunk, the second video. It's only a short one, but we can play that from the start. We have the celebrity YouTube top trumps, and we still have Brian Cox, who's not going to turn up. So.
Well, I heard he's in a roundabout, stuck on the M25. So you just hang on there. He might rock up.
There was a good joke in the chat there for the live debunk to go down. We should probably hit that second video. It's short. We can get a round table in. Give them a real taste of what goes on, and then get back to FIFA.
Let's do it.
Can I just say before we get into the debunk really quickly, just to kind of wrap up that last that last series of comments we saw, Jutmonk, is it just me or are these flat earthers freaking weirdos, man?
Well, mate, you know what I think of these globe denying fucktards, don't you? I mean,
I do. I'm really liking the way you called them weirdos recently has really sticking in my head because they're weird.
They're strange bunch of individuals, you know? Anybody who can deny the entire 2,500 years of proof that we live on a fucking globe and they cannot work it out for themselves, even though they're standing on the fucking thing. I don't get it. Absolute fucking weirdo, fucking strange morons, a lot of them. If you think the earth is flat, you need your fucking head read, a lot of you.
Say what you think.
Sorry, I'm done now. Feel better. Fucking globe denying morons.
All right, Karen, it's all yours, man.
Yeah, live debunk.
Live debunk.
Do it there, Tatty. You want to set up the video too, and we'll let it run and tear into it. Anybody call pause when they want to. Otherwise, it's a 1-minute video. We'll let it run. Take it as you want, buddies. Let's do it.
Right, the hand here. Going to talk about how gravity and density.
Just because the sheer bloody arrogance of it. Like every time I see a video like this, you know, I've had people say they're going to debunk the heliocentric model with a piece of bread, right? Or Paquette did it with like a cone that was like some kind of lampshade. This guy's got a balloon or a ball. You know, like we look at seismology, astronomy, we look at communications, meteorology, and the technology that goes into it. And these people think that they can take a balloon filled with water or whatever the hell that is on the floor, and that is enough to debunk entire sciences. So I'm pausing it just for the damn arrogance of it.
Yeah, fair play.
And right the hand as well, for sure. That needs a pause.
Right.
Just to say,
Yeah, just because it's right the hand, it needs a pause. He's a goddamn troll. He is uselessly stupid as well.
He needs
no matter what you say.
I have to say right here, people. I have to say right here, to have the first pause to be Catz on full attack. That was outstanding. Come on, loving it. Right on.
It was shill-tastic.
He fucking scratched their eyes out with his pretend conspiracy nails. He's not a cat, people, by the way. I mean, I love the guy, but he's not a fucking cat. So don't get sucked in on that one.
Not a real one, but you can come and stroke me anytime you want, mate.
Oh, hello.
I'm furrier than you.
Let's roll on.
Yes, please.
Excellent.
The force, and it's all pressure. So here you can see we have a couple forces acting, and let's go from the outside in. You have the air pressure around the balloon pushing on the balloon. You have the metal weight pushing on the balloon.
Quick question, right the hand. What is that air pressure caused by?
Density.
Density and buoyancy, you dumbass.
You know what? Because we don't have the soundboard ready, I'm just going to lean back here and give a good old gravity, you fucking retard!
Gravity!
Gravity!
Fantastic.
You ever fucking heard of gravity?
Oh, I love
Gravity!
I'm going to call for that later for sure. There was no way we were getting out of this without that impersonation or impression. Awesome.
And what did you think's pushing out? Oh, God, no, man.
Well, Mr. Victory says, what is that force? Rainbow farts.
Oh, that's a good one. Right on. What do you say, guys? Should we let them talk for 10 seconds before we call more BS on them?
Fucking oath.
You have the pin pushing on the balloon. You have the water inside the balloon trying to get out.
I know we said 10 seconds, but I can't.
Yeah.
He knows, right? He's even saying that he knows that weight is pushing down on the balloon. He knows that. He knows there's a downward force, right? And like, how can he just casually say that, okay, that weight is pushing down on the balloon or whatever, and not even question why it's being pulled down on that balloon?
Why? I know. Dent mentioned the big G word. I mean, that's taboo, but something's pushing down.
Absolutely. And the fact that it's more dense than the balloon, fine. But because the balloon is a solid, and the flat earthers often say if something's a solid, we can obviously put like a metal box, a metal ball on a wooden table because the table is a solid, it's not going to sink through it. But we can see that balloon buckling. We can see that, the balloons are solid, but there's still a force being applied to it. There's still something really trying to pull that weight down, even though it can't get through the balloon. I wonder what it could be.
Well, magic. Obviously, it's fucking magic.
I would like to propose an experiment to him. Go to Pornhub and then experience the increase in pressure in the crotch of your jeans while you watch.
Do you know what? You mentioned Pornhub. They would learn a lot more from Pornhub than they do from YouTube.
And seeing as he probably still lives with his parents, he's probably going to want to go incognito for that, you know?
Can I just say, I definitely want to back up Jet's claim that he'll learn more from Pornhub. Has anyone seen that comment from Pornhub where a guy asked for help with his math homework and got it?
Yeah. No.
It's amazing.
I don't spend that much time on Pornhub, Kevin.
It's a
they don't have
you dork.
on there.
Yeah, Jutmonk's more of a red tube kind of guy.
There's a bass player on YouTube. There's a bass player on YouTube who's brilliant. He's got like millions of subscribers, and he opened up a Pornhub account so he could play bass on Pornhub. I don't know why, and I think he's got more followers on Pornhub just innocently playing bass guitar than like some of the top porn stars on there. So according to his video, I've never been on the site, so I don't know myself, but.
What the hell? Seriously, people, the things that you choose to watch while you're playing with, your gentleman sausage or the lady garden or whatever you're playing with. Come on, we have to make better choices here. This cannot be true. Please, better.
I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? Because there's so much porn on Pornhub that you could be watching any one of them, but you're always going to finish off with a bass guitar, aren't you? So, that's why he's cornered the market.
Well, I'm just thinking maybe we should start uploading these videos onto Pornhub afterwards. If loads of people go on there for random stuff, we'd be perfect. It'd be awesome. And no flat earthers, even better.
Yeah, we'll get an account on Pornhub. Come and watch us on Pornhub, Jism Tube. They're all out there.
The poker
Shills live on, yeah.
How did you get debunking flat Earth to Pornhub? I know it's a very small step, isn't it? That's why YouTube is a rabbit hole. You see where we've gone? Should we roll it a bit more?
Let's crack on, mate.
Let's give it.
Once you pop or pierce the skin of the balloon, the pressure of the water has somewhere else to go, and it leaves, and it will not support the weight anymore, and the weight falls to the floor. The density of the water never changed. Gravity never changed. The only thing that changed was the pressure of the water.
Pause.
Yeah, pause.
He's just skipping over that step of what causes air pressure, and it's pissing me off.
That's what they do.
I like the bit where he's going, yes, nothing's changed, apart from you put a fucking hole in the ball, so that's going to change something seriously, isn't it? It's not going to come out on its own because of the pressure around it. You've got to give it somewhere to escape to, and then you've got to have a force pushing it down to make it want to leave. But Jesus, put the hole at the bloody top. It's not going to change as much if you take that fucking weight off. Tit.
I mean, why always down anyway? Why not sideways if there's no gravity and it's just, I mean,
I was going to say, I asked a flat earther once on that. They were arguing. He said, yes, everything down. I said, why in that order? And they just came out with, it's the heavenly divine order. It's like, seriously? Yes.
Oh, well,
fuck's sake.
Game
it's
set
literally
match
because God said
corrected.
so.
Can I ask, has anyone ever heard an answer to the, because a lot of them still claim density, right? And density would cause objects to fall up because the air is less dense, like the path of least resistance is up, not down. Has anyone ever heard a retort to that, even a nonsensical one?
Actually, yeah. And they just tell me because heavy things fall down.
Because of reasons.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Magic.
I went on Paquette Word's channel once, and he was very. You know what? I spoke to him offline a lot before we spoke online, and he was a genuinely nice guy. You know, we're falling out in comment section and stuff, but he was such a genuinely nice guy. But when I was on his channel, it wasn't a debate, but we had back and forth discussion, and I brought up that density point, and he basically told me, "You're overthinking it. Up is up, down is down. That's it." And that was. He even said to me, "I've never heard that argument before. I think you're overthinking it." They were his exact words. So, you know, that's kind of what you're dealing with.
Well, yeah, I mean, he overthinks his breakfast in the morning. That's why he's just sick as shit. So,
It's just rate the hand.
no, we're talking about Phuket Word.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be quiet.
Yes, Phuket Word.
Phuket,
Not sure whether he really buys the bollocks that he puts onto the internet, but there you go.
Yeah, that makes much more sense because I have never seen Right the Hand be decent ever.
Shouldn't he be, man?
Are you kidding me right now? Here, let's get this out of the way. With a username like Right the Hand, we all understand the undertext, and therefore we know what's being said. So if we're slogging a little slip and a little slog and a little slang his way, buddy, you have earned it in spades. I don't even want to hear it.
Yeah, Right the Hand can suck my fat one. How about that?
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Wait. Did I miss something? Because the undertext I hear is just like jerk off metaphors. Is there something else I'm missing? Something more sinister?
No, that was it. And I'm just referring to the fact that he is the jerk off that he has named himself after, right? You know?
Okay, that's fair. It was just suddenly people seemed irrationally angry at him, and I was like, is that like a Nazi metaphor or something?
Well, Kevin,
you know,
irrationally angry and Dick Dawson go hand in hand, right? Oh, wrong metaphor to use there. But you know what I mean.
Brilliant.
I've got to hand it to you.
Oh, sorry, go on.
I was just saying, got to hand it to Dick to always come up with one of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I come in hard, but I always, leave a soft approach to my final exit and make sure that it's absolutely spewed out for everybody.
Oh, wow.
I will say that I have just heard from Brian Cox. He's
is he on his way?
Still stuck on the M25.
Ah, fuck that guy.
Monk, keep us updated, buddy. Okay, you got this, Monk. Keep us updated, please. Awesome.
I will do.
Awesome. Catz, you got this now, right, buddy? Let's take this.
Let's roll on. Let's see what he's got for us.
Flat Earth confirmed.
For the love of
God.
Splat. There we go.
There you go.
Well, guys,
Take this up. Kevin, take it.
I don't know about you guys, but a balloon and a magnet, that's done it for me. I can't buy this globe thing anymore.
Kevin, I'm with you. Let's go. Flat Earth all the way.
Real, man. Satellines are real.
What did you say, Tatty?
Say satellites.
It just makes it just makes me want to go to the toilet.
That was amazing. Like that was it. As soon as I heard the splat, I knew that I was wrong right from day one. It was like all drunk, hovering over the bowl, except they're literally like 3 feet to the right, and they just let one splat on the floor of the bar, and they look over and they go, "Well, what are you gonna do?" Like that's what I heard. That was amazing.
Well, Simon Dan put he must be up for worst experiment at the Flat Earth Awards. I mean, it's got to be up there, hasn't it?
Yes, that's a really good one, right? The only experiment that I would say was that came as close to that would be Riley with the parts per million pen, and he puts it in and he goes, okay, well, it says this number, but yeah, well, who cares? It's just a number. We won't even worry about it.
Oh, I remember that, yeah. I don't know what that number means, but it says this number, but I don't know what it means.
Could be unicorn parts.
That was amazing. Oh my god. Okay, Cat. Sorry, buddy. Take it.
Oh man, we are obviously getting there now. Towards the end, we have. I'll put it to the chat. We have the top trumps. We've got the FIFA, which I'm trying not to show while Dan's in the chat for reasons that you might predict. Or am I tricking you? We've got the top trumps, but you know what I'd actually like to see, because I think I'm sinking into this now. I'm getting more confident. I'd like to see some messages of encouragement that I was emailed before the show started. Do we have any more?
Yes. Tatty, do we have another set?
Maybe we do. Maybe we don't.
Apologies. There'll be cursor the mute button there. Bear with me 2 seconds. I'm just waiting for the postman to deliver the next wee batch.
It's all good. In Scotland, whiskey and shit happens.
I think we have one more batch of those well done messages, because we did get a few more in. No, I said that right? Never mind me. Okay, let's just move on. Okay, it wasn't me.
It's good to get these messages of encouragement. You see, I'm quite shy really, so having these positive messages has meant a lot to me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what these are.
They drive you through the tough times when you're getting used to it. Absolutely. You really rely on the strength of your friends and the others. I do agree. Absolutely.
It's been comments that have made me continue to make videos. So,
yeah.
And that support, it's made me think, all right, cool. People actually do like listening to me scream and shout and insult idiots. So I'll carry on.
Tatty, we all good there, man?
We're all good. Postman's just away.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, that didn't work.
There we go. Oh.
You're not funny, and you look like a ball sack.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
That was my dad.
The boy is a
dad's like
legend. Absolute legend.
One of my favorite quotes, and I think it's Frankie Boyle, but I can't be sure, is "This guy looks like a squeezed dick." So that was
I have to do this just because. Sorry.
Oh, give her, Kevin. Give her.
I have to do this just because I'm working on it. Say that Frankie Boyle quote one more time, Kiri.
He looks like a squeezed dick.
He looks like a squeezed duck.
Dick, not duck. You fucktard.
Not Irish, Kevin.
Too Irish.
Well, it's like Billy Connolly. Do you all guys remember Billy Connolly?
Oh yeah.
Billy Connolly's hilarious.
Well, I mean, the old choke the chicken. I mean, he coined that because he said it was like looking at the last chicken at Sainsbury's being strangled.
So, it looks like you guys have a very close family.
It does seem that way, doesn't it? Yeah. Like I've got to thank my brother. Anyone who remembers a quiz from about half an hour ago, I said to my brother, but can you record some answers for me and just make it a little bit humorous. Just I'm going to put it on this video. So if you saw the bit of the quiz that my brother was in, you'll see just how close we are and just how much effort he's put in to try and help me out with that.
Very cool. Right on. Yeah.
Yeah, next message rolling on.
Who the fuck is Conspiracy Catz? I mean, screw that asshole. Who gives a shit about some dude on the internet who takes on low-hanging fruit? Fuck that. Go watch Netflix or some SciShow or some shit like that. Way better for you. Go outside. Enjoy the outside. Fuck Conspiracy Catz. What a waste of frickin' time.
I love Jane's little corner, man.
That's Jen's little corner. Link is in the chat, guys. You should go and sub to her right now. She's fabulous.
Can I just say, for a split second, I thought she was holding a small mirror next to her head for like half the video, and then I was like, oh no, that's on the ground. I was like, why is she holding that? Oh, that's just the room.
Yeah, cool.
Hey guys, we have a question from the chat that I would like you to address right now. Ann On asks the Shills question to CC. Now I am going to answer first, and then he can answer after. I am going to inject the Shills opinion as you have referenced this channel as well. Do you think it's acceptable to call people fucking retards as this channel has? Now, I myself am a single parent of a 12-year-old boy with autism. And in my view of the world, if you refer to somebody with a special needs disability as a retard, you have a serious issue in life and need to be dealt with. But if you call somebody who's just like, an absolute moron on YouTube a fucking retard, the way the average person toss the word around, it's not being meant that way. And I don't think that's the fight we need to fight here right now. Aimee, I'm going to pass to you. You have an autistic child as well. How do you feel about that?
I'm fine with it as long as you don't call my son that. He's 14 years old. He has autism, ADHD, anxiety, and depression. And if you and people have called him that in the store. I have a problem with it then. But if
you're damn right.
In the in the context of what we're hearing tonight and the comments and everything, no, that's different. The context matters.
Exactly.
It really does.
Right, exactly.
Now,
and I'm also a huge proponent of free speech. So
there you go, right? So the question was to Conspiracy Catz. Now, how are you? Do you think it's acceptable to call people fucking retards as this channel has tonight?
Well, I know we've had this conversation offline with Anon before, who's a good guy. I've spoken to him a lot, and he's been dead supportive. So everything I'm going to say is out of respect for him, because he is a really supportive, good guy.
And we're not talking about anybody in a bad way either. We're only stating the way we feel it. So, if we have come across as adversarial, we don't mean to be. We're just having the dialogue. So, sorry, Catz, please continue.
No, I think you're right. I think it's not language, I have used or I would use, but then, I think the context and the meaning of it are very, very important as well. I might say to somebody, "Oh man, I'm going to kill that guy. I'm not going to go and kill somebody. I'm not going to go and do." We use terms kind of like off the hook without meaning.
That's
meaning
right.
to be offensive. Yeah, and like I think if like you said, if somebody was, I would never use that language, for example, with somebody that I knew had a mental health problem that was genuinely unwell. I think that is a very, very, very appalling way to behave. I think it's shocking. Sometimes things roll off the tongue in light-hearted banter that the people who are on the receiving end of that get that it's light-hearted banter. So I think it's like there's it's not so much a line. It's like a blurred line, and but it's it's not language that I use myself, and you won't have heard me say that ever.
Yeah, and myself being a parent of a special needs kid, he's autistic, he's on the spectrum, and I don't like the word being used myself. Absolutely, I really don't. But when it's being used in a way that's actually not harmful to anybody who used to be called that back in the day, I just don't pick the fight. I just don't care. Right, because I understand why the slang is being used. What you're saying is you're a moron, right? I get it, right? I totally get it. So
can I
Sorry to harp on that. Yeah, I didn't mean to stall everything there, everybody. Sorry.
Can I make a really quick point about what we're talking about here? Let's just all remember that at one point in time, the words idiot and moron were medical terms used to describe people with disabilities as well. Language evolves, it changes over time, and context matters.
Yes.
Context is
absolutely matters. Absolutely matters.
And if I may, I'm not sure why Ann On got timed out for that comment. So if we could please don't. It was a question. I don't think it should have been timed out for. Just to let the mods know. But thank you though.
He's a good guy. He's very supportive to me since I started for a long time. You know, he's a good guy, and I understand why he's asking that question and where it comes from. And I understand that some people that word has a much bigger significance to some than others, like some racial terms as well. And depending on where you are from, you know, they all have different. So I think intent and meaning and the person that you're speaking to, their situation. So the whole context, I suppose, you've got to take that into account. But no, he's a good guy. He is.
Yeah, we'll get it all figured out. No worries. So, Catz, where are we going next here? Sorry to disrail so much there. I didn't mean that.
2 messages left.
Nothing. It's a good question to ask, though. It is, because at the end of the day, we are dealing with people who, let's face it, some of them will have mental health problems. Some of them will have, and you know, and I personally, in my videos, try and stay away from the people that I genuinely think are genuinely ill, and I'll try and go after the people like Nathan Oakley, who I know are switched on, and I know they're being misleading. So, you know, we are in that environment where some of the people do fall into the category of being mentally unwell. So it was a good question to ask.
I'm the same. I mean, occasionally, obviously you've watched my videos and I'm pretty hardcore, but if I look at someone and I think, nah, you know, this person's not really for the taking, if you like, you know, not fair game for whatever reason, like, you know, it looks like they have issues, whatever they may be, certainly won't touch them. No way.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I know that, like, one of my videos could be damaging, but to the likes of Phuket Word and that, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly, right. What do you say, guys? Should we get to the next one here? Catz, good?
Yeah, so where were we? We've got the FIFA. I know Simon.
2 messages left.
2 what, sorry?
Yeah, we got 2 here.
Oh, sorry, yeah, let's fire them on.
Oh,
all right.
I'm just a big British ball-loving science teacher. I'm a cheap Mr. Pink, but not as funny. My humor is so dry, it turns Mrs. Catz into the Sahara. The only reason I pick on flat earthers is because they're the only scientists dumber than me. In fact, I'm so dumb that I secretly believe the flat earth. And I'm just a ball earth po.
Oh, man.
That was the best thing I ever seen.
I recognize that cat, and that has been created by @Spaze on Twitter. Now, he's the guy that did my intro. You know, like the dubstep Conspiracy Cats intro.
That's cool.
He did that as a gift, and at the same time, he sent me a cat like that I think he was trying to get it to talk, or I can't, like, if I talked, it would talk, or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, I recognized him. He did my intro. So yeah.
Very cool, man. That was awesome. That was unbelievably good. Wow, he's great.
Oh, you've gone, Dick, there.
Oh, am I gone? Okay, am I back?
Again.
Yeah, you're back, mate.
Okay.
I remember sending Catz a little song to do on one of his videos when he was just up and coming. It must have been shit because he didn't bother.
What can I say? It was too good. I couldn't do it justice, mate. I couldn't do it justice.
Too funny. Too funny. Shall we play the last one here and then move?
Let's do it.
G'day, I'm Pete from the Stupid Monkey channel. Now, I was originally here to insult Conspiracy Cats, but honestly I don't think I can do it. The thing is, I respect him too much. He's a teacher, and is intelligent. In fact, he was the first person to teach me that the speed of light is faster than the speed of sound. And he even proved it. The very first time I saw him, he looked really bright until he started talking.
Brilliant.
That is brilliant.
In fact, Jutmonk, you like him.
I know. I actually mirrored one of his videos and ripped the piss out of him.
He's good. He is
good. I mean, he's another monkey after all. He's got to be good.
He is. He's very dry-witted. But he's clever as well. He did a video about Ranty Flat Earth who did an observation, and it was something with neap tides, and the mathematics he went into and the research he went into for like this 1.5-minute video that ripped Ranty apart was absolutely awesome. Really.
Yeah, you're right. He is a clever guy as well. So you're saying what? This monkey fucking isn't Catz? What are you saying, pal?
Yeah, I'm saying you got competition, mate. Stiff competition. But we've got. So let's put this to the chat. We have. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna call. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make a call. What do you reckon?
Do it.
We've got the FIFA match left, and we've got the celebrity. But the top trumps comes in 2 parts. Oh, sorry, Dick. Were you?
Oh no! Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, the top trumps comes in two parts. We have the introduction to the top trump deck, which I have to give credit to Simon Dan for. Anyone who's been watching Dan's channel or mine, will know that Simon Dan invented the celebrity top trumps for flat earthers, and he created the deck. But I beat him for the world championship, so I am at the minute the reigning world champion at flat earth top trumps. So I now own the deck. So we can play the video where we introduce the cast, then we can look at the FIFA match with Dan, and then play out on the to see whether I keep my flat earth top trump title. What do you think?
Well, give it a shot. We've
run Yeah, we've got it so the intro will play and then right into the game. So it's going to be very seamless and nice.
All right, so what, the intro to the top trumps and then the game?
Then straight into the game.
All right, well.
We can cut if you want.
What do the chat want first? Do they want top trumps or do they want me finishing my game with Dan? What do the chat want?
Yeah, what is it, chat here? Do we want football or top trumps? We
One
want
for
to see
trumps,
hashtags
2 for football.
in the chat.
1 for trumps, 2 for football.
Yep, trumps, football, top trumps, FIFA. Oh shoot, it's a bit kind of half. Okay, trumps. People are saying, trumps first, I think.
Soft 1.5.
Okay, so before the trump starts, I do have to credit Simon Dan for it because he was the guy who made the cards. So let's see if I can hold on to my world championship. Now, at the minute, Team UK are 1-0 up still because the last game was a draw. I will tell you that the person I'm playing at top trumps is an American. So maybe team rest of the world have got a chance to level it.
Nice one. Here we go.
So first up is Martin Leaker from Flat Earth British. He recently had his channel stolen off him when somebody emailed him and asked him for his YouTube password, and he gave it them. No joke. Next up is Antonio Subrats, who recently wrote a book with what he claims is a working Flat Earth model in it. Now, I've not read the book, but I'm dying to get my hands on it. Next up is Del from Beyond the Imaginary Brain. I recently got in touch with Del and asked him if he wanted to play in this game with me, and here was his response. No! Mark Sargent might consider himself number 1 in terms of the Flat Earthers. However, he rolls in at number 4 in my pack. Rolling in at number 5 is the man who vandalises science books in shops. It's Nathan Roberts, the least annoying of the 3 Nathans. Number 6 is the pleasant but clueless Rob Skeeber. Number 7, we all miss her, but let's hope she's now steering her life away from Flat Earth. Do you like that one? It's Patricia Steer. She recently passed a test to get into Mensa. However, once she was in there, she couldn't get out due to the fact there was a revolving door. It's Orphan Red. Coming in at number 9, it's Flat Earth's answer to Eminem. It's Jaren. Number 10 is the man I had my very first debate with, and during that debate, I had to explain to him what a tangent line was. Make of that what you will. It's Flat Out Hero.
Number 11 is the Flat Earther that has every other Flat Earther running scared whenever he pulls out his P1000 camera. We all know who it is. It's our globe hero, Ranty. And finally, he's now too tall to stand up in front of that camera. It's Paquette Word. So, I mean, before we start, you do know that I am the world champion at Flat Earth Top Trumps, don't you? Like, is that intimidating for you in any way?
I mean, maybe a little bit. We don't really have this particular game like in America.
It's not a game. It's very serious.
Yeah, I'm definitely intimidated.
It's definitely not a game. This is serious stuff, mate. Like, this is serious stuff. The world championship is on the line, right? Are you ready?
Oh, I'm totally ready. All right, so my guy's craziness is a 4.
I've got Orphan Red. Do you think Orphan Red's going to be higher or lower than a 4?
Oh, for craziness, I think she's higher.
She's like, absolutely, she's a 9. Okay, Orphan Red's nice. That's 1-0 to me. We'll play first to 10. Okay, my go. I'm going to go, I'm going to go for Flat Earth VIP 10. Who do you think that is? The most important Flat Earther on the planet? According to himself.
Man. That's got to be Mark Sargent.
That is Mark Sargent. VIP 10. I think that's the top trump, mate. Who have you got? Or can you beat it?
No, I can't. My Flat Earth VIP is a 4. It's Antonio Suvarez.
Oh, lucky. 2-0. 2-0. I told you I was a world champion. Go on. You choose.
All right. So my guy's delusion is a 10.
Oh, that's good. Mine's a 9. I had Flat Out Hero. Okay. Delusion 20.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I know.
No, my delusion's an 8.
Ranty Flat Earth.
Ranty? Oh, damn. Mine was Dell.
Well, I suppose when you film a boat going over the horizon, you know, like 3 or 4 times, and then you're convinced it's Flat Earth proof, you've got to be pretty deluded. 3-1, your go, mate.
Okay, so... Alright, my guy's honesty is an 8.
Honesty. Oh, mine's an 8. Which means the next one's worth double points. You get to go again.
Oh, okay. Alright. So my guy's craziness is a 7.
So's mine. Paquette Word, who'd you get?
Oh, yeah, that's who I had too.
Ah, right. So this next one will do a triple points. You can take the lead with this one.
Okay, so mine's troll ability is an 8.
Who have you got?
Orphan Red.
I've got Martin Liedke, the Flat Earth British. His troll ability is only a 2. So 3 points to you. That's 4-3. Did you hear how Martin had his channel took off him?
Oh no.
What he did, I mean, like, I feel sorry for the guy, but I saw him on Ranty's stream, and he said that the Russians had hacked his channel because he was getting too close to the truth. But it turns out the way they'd hacked it, according to him, is they'd sent him an email saying, "Can we have your password?" So he sent them his password, and then anyway, 4-3 to you. My go.
Okay.
Okay, I've got the big man. Troll ability 9.
Oh wow. Mine's troll ability is only a 4. So my guy's delusion is an 8.
9. Who did you have?
Mark Sargent.
Jaren. 5-4. The champions takes the lead again. Right. Mine. Oh, delusion is an 8.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, mine's delusion is a 9. Okay, so my guy's troll ability is a 9.
7. Antonio Subrats.
Antonio, I had a Ranty.
Oh my word. Right. I'm gonna go craziness 9.
My guy's craziness is a 7.
6 apiece. After you.
Okay, so mine's craziness is a 9.
Craziness 4. I had Mark Sargent. I was hoping for the Flat Earth VIP. Who did you have?
Orphan Red.
Orphan Red. 7-5 to you. I'm slipping.
Now, at this point, what I want you to see is that Conspiracy Catz is an absolute bellend because it was 6 apiece, and then he lost one, and now he says it's 7-5. He obviously can't count, and he's cost himself a point. I do hope that doesn't come and bite him on the backside later.
I'm going to be dethroned.
Is it? Yeah, it's my turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so Flat Earth VIP 7.
1. 8-5. I'm going to get spanked. I'm going to lose my title. You know this is a non-championship bout, don't you? This is just exhibition.
now it's an exhibition.
Now it's an exhibition. That's all it is. Right. Delusion 20.
Delusion 20. Oh, man. My delusion's only an 8.
8-6 after you.
Okay, let's see. Mine's craziness is a 7.
9. Thank you, Flat Out Hero, and your $1,000 bet. 8-7. Oh, and I've got one of the big guns. It's going to be a tense finish. It might be a championship bout after all. Mark Sargent, Flat Earth VIP 10.
Oh man. So yeah, I got Antonio Superats. So Flat Earth VIP 4.
Right. 8 apiece. That's it. Leveled it. Bring it on. Your go. I'm getting nervous now.
Yeah, oh, you nervous? All right. So my guy's craziness is a 9.
Craziness 9. You know what that means? That means this one is worth double points.
Yeah, it is worth double points, but I didn't explain why, and the reason is we both had the same card, Flat Out Hero, and we both had a craziness of 9, which means it was a draw, so the next one is worth 2 points. Whoever gets this is the winner.
Whoever gets it is going to become the world champion of Flat Earth Tom Toms. How does the significance of this moment feel?
I mean, I'm pretty stoked about it. I mean, I'm gonna make a crown afterwards, and I'll be sure to wear that on my next stream. It's like, I am the Flat Earth Top Trumps champion.
I mean, that's something to go on any CV, isn't it? Really. Let's do it. You need this one though. You need whoever gets this is a winner. Oh, I've got a weak one here. Go on, mate. After you.
All right. I think, didn't I go last time?
Yeah, but it was a draw, so it's you again.
Oh, okay, that's right. Sorry. So my guy's honesty is an 8.
Mine's a 1.
I did. I'm sorry.
Well, he's not sorry, is he? He's clearly just won, and he's now the world champion at Flat Earth Top Trumps. Oh shit. Anyway, if I'm doing this right, his channel will be being spammed in the chat as we speak. Please click on it and give him a subscribe. He's well worth it. Anyway, Catz, you're lost. How do you feel? Piss off. So first up is Martin Leaker from Flat Earth British. He recently had his channel stolen off him when somebody emailed him and asked him for his YouTube password, and he gave it them.
Is it all? Yeah, here, kill it. There we go.
So that was disappointing. Absolutely spanked. I was world champion. I've had it ripped off me. So it's now 2 apiece. Team Rest of the World, Team UK, 2 apiece. There will be one decider. But before that, Tatty, I believe I've got one more message coming.
You do indeed. You do indeed. Bear with me 2 seconds, and we'll bring it up.
Yay!
I think this is our friend Critical Think, who interviewed me when I was only with a few hundred subscribers on his channel. Really nice guy.
I love Critical Think. So good. Here we go.
Is can't see the curtain. Conspiracy Catz in the West is can't see the curtain. Can't see the curtain. The ship disappears bottom up. Can't see the curve. The horizon drops the higher I go. I can't see the curve. Can't. He can't see the curve.
Maybe.
That was brilliant.
Is it just me, or was he subliminally calling me something in between those lines? I think if we played that one more time, I think he keeps saying he's a something. I think something's been dubbed. If that can be played again, I think he's deliberately calling me quite a rude word in between some of those lines.
Let's have a wee. Let's see.
See if you can catch it. He's a something.
Well, Forrest Fire says that's not critical think because he's the right way up.
He can't see the curve. The ship disappears bottom up. He can't see the curve. The horizon drops the higher I go. I can't see the curve. He can't see the curve.
Did you catch it?
There's definitely something there. I don't know if it's
I'll not say the word, but
yeah, we don't use the C word on this channel.
No, it's one of the few words not even I use or Monkey uses, really.
Well, channel 2
you won't hear me using that word.
Shout out to channel 2, he spotted it.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what was. So, guys, I do need to have a decider with you. I'm going to think of what that decider might be between Team UK and Team Rest of the World. Now Simon Dan has gone. I think he's gone. It's safe for me to show the second half of that FIFA match. I would just like the chat. If you weren't here at the beginning, me and Simon Dan had a FIFA game. Simon Dan is a professional FIFA player, and I'm a complete novice. We were 0-0 at half time. Team UK, who do you think is going to win this game? You.
Team UK. Team UK all the way.
Brilliant. Rest of the world, who do you think is going to win?
Oh, Simon Dan's still here.
Oh, crap.
Oh, crap indeed.
I can't lie about this then, can I?
Always something.
Or maybe I'm tricking you. Let's find out, and let's see if we can. I'm going to commentate in my Conspiracy Catz comment reading voice as well. I think.
Cool.
Let's see how.
Keep Alive 2019 Debunker versus Debunker. There can be only one. Conspiracy Catz, unbeaten when playing one-handed to fend off the pseudoscience onslaught from Dell, and the reigning champ in the Space Comet Trophy League. Simon Dan, current holder of the Tinfoil Hat Award for the most daring debunk while taking a free kick, and undefeated while running a marathon. Let's get ready to rumble!
All right, everybody, here we go. It's Leicester 0, Southampton 0. It's the best scoreline that you'd ever probably want to see. It's been a great game. Now, my screen is a little bit blurred, so when I commentate on this, it's going to be a bit odd. But Simon Dan had a shot there and he missed. Feel free to chip in, anybody. But he's got a corner. He's not going to score. Yep, look at that. So the Blues are Leicester City that beat Southampton 9-0 just a few days ago, and we're going to go for repeat performance. This is some slick passing from the Blues. Yep, go for it. Up that wing. No, bugger. Right, up that way. So all we got to do is like, oh crap. Oh, boy. Help me out here, guys.
Whistle blow. Must have been a whistle blow. Here we go. We're
no danger, man. Never a foul.
Corner Blues, quick pass down the wing.
I don't know any Southampton songs or any Leicester City songs.
I don't do football.
The overlap? No, maybe not.
This teaming, I don't know, but this teaming red and white, they look quite lucky to me. I wonder if that proves to be true.
He's through. Cross ball.
Oh, look at that. Little slip that ball through to them.
Great defending. Great defending.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
no. Back of the onion bag.
You see, that's how...
Oh, we got St. Mary's running down the wing.
Here we go on the replay. Absolutely right under the shot.
Shoot.
Oh.
Ooh, that is 1-0 to the Saints.
I told him when the game started he wasn't allowed to score.
Great goal by Romeo.
Okay, we got ball in play. We're coming over the half line, coming strong into the zone. Pass in front.
Simon drop on the shoulder there, takes it past him. Little 1-2. Cut out by defense.
Setting up the offense here. Everybody in position, tossing it around.
Takes
out to the
ball.
outside.
Just has to
Down
make a
the
little chip
play.
into the box, and I've headed. Oh,
stolen.
Change the position. Storming.
Bertrand.
Oh, back checking. There it is.
Oh dear.
Oh, Catz is running down the wing.
I've got to
Gets tackled on the wing.
I've got to protect me box at all times.
Oh,
go on.
Why the keeper, man?
Oh,
Side
no.
the angle for recruiting a good goal scoring opportunity.
I want to play the winner.
It's tense, isn't it? This is tense.
That sounds tense, man.
Shoot!
Channel Q in the chat is asking to be playing or watching. Channel Q, this is a pre-recorded game. Me and Dan played this a couple of days ago, but there's only me and Dan know the result, which is why Dan's keeping quiet at the minute in the chat.
Catch.
quickly,
yeah, man. Corner
No, we're gone into the last third of the game.
It's looking bad, isn't it?
Saints still lead 1-0. Oh, and he plays a right through ball to Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy! Gutted. But they take the corner. Defended well.
Okay, it comes
Another
out.
corner.
Man, I think you're lagging.
Ooh,
Ooh. Yeah, I am lagging because I'm watching it on YouTube, not live on. So I'm a little bit behind.
Oh, you should watch on Meets.
Yeah, I'm 5-1 up
There we go. March down the
Right to the right.
Straight down. Off to the side. Good.
The thing is, when I watch it on Meets.
Oh, my word.
Up the left.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Brings out the goaltender.
There we go again. To the ball. Yep.
Ooh, pass back. The offense. Oh, look at this. People in play.
Okay. Back post. Oh, no, front post.
Go on.
And it's in.
Yes.
Oh.
The amateur.
He doesn't like that corner flag.
Go on, Jamie Vardy.
That was amazing.
It was so much better than Dan's goal.
Did a boot, bottom corner. Keeper had no chance.
Does anybody remember I called this game at 2-1? I'm just saying that. Does anybody remember that?
I remember that clearly.
Yeah, I know, because you made a point of mentioning that I had said that, and I knew I was close.
This is a dangerous free kick, though. Oh my! Look, I'm putting a man on the line.
People Live 2019, Debunker versus Debunker. There can be only one.
What the hell happened there?
Conspiracy Catz, unbeaten when playing one-handed to fend off the pseudoscience onslaught.
Danger. Wow.
I don't know what happened.
So what is that, a draw?
What the?
No, I don't know. We still have more game time left.
Yeah.
Dan saying, he knows. Dan, I promise you, this is not something I've set up. This is a genuine technical error. The game is.
Oh, stop lying to your friend. Simon, Dan, tell us the score, please, pal.
Yeah. Well, we could fix it up in the background while we do another thing. It's not that unplausible, but we are at 3 hours now, so that's up to you, Catz, right?
Well, I think it's good time to call it a day. If that can't be fixed in the background, I will tell you that there was a winner. But seeing as we are tied between Shills UK and Shills rest of the world, I'm going to see whoever gets closest to the actual, based on everything you've seen, based on my fantastic pass and move, my fantastic tenacious tackling, and great offense. If you can choose who the winner was and get the scoreline correct, I will give you the win. So who's going to get closest? Jutmonk and Logical. Logical's gone. Who's going to be the captain?
Okay. I'll take it on. I'll take it. Yeah.
Right, and the chat can obviously predict as well. So, Dick, what's your prediction for Team Rest of the World?
What do you guys say? What do you, Aimee? What do you think here?
Let's see. Someone, Planner Walk said 4-2 Catz. I'm thinking probably not quite that high. Probably like 3-1 Catz.
Thinking 3-1. My thought was 2-1. 2-1. Right? Yeah. I was judging by the amount of gameplay we had in the beginning and how much we played at the second and how much is left. I don't know that we have a lot of time for a lot of extra action. I think there's only going to be one extra goal.
I think you're right. Yeah.
So what do you say? Should we go for 2?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
2-1.
Yeah, 2-1 is our vote. Catz, 2-1 for the win.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that it was 2-1 Simon Dan, and he banged it in that free kick. We just weren't allowed to see it. Kiri, do you think, Kiri, Tatty, what do you think? 2-1 to Simon Dan? Just slip that free kick into the top corner there?
Yeah, 2-1. So about right. Yeah, I think so.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we'll go 2-1 the other way. 2-1 Simon Dan.
So basically, Team UK. So Dan, if you're in the chat, you're going to have the deciding call. Team UK say that you won 2-1. Team Rest of the World say that I won 2-1. I'm going to confirm that the score was 2-1. Now, Simon Dan, if you're in the chat, I want you to type UK if they're right and you won. And I want you to type ROW if the rest of the world were correct. It's up to you, buddy. Off you go. Be honest.
Yeah, he's there. We got this. We got this.
I hope so.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Here it comes.
Rest of the world. Come on, here it goes.
Keeping us in suspense. So, UK.
Yeah!
Unlucky cat.
You know what? I was relieved with that because I was expecting, because Simon Dan regularly beats Team Skeptic, and Team Skeptic hammered me so badly it was untrue. So we only go down 2-1. I'm going to take that as a win. So well done, Team UK. It appears you are the chill champions of the world.
Darn it.
I blame Logical Troglodyte for fucking off when he should have been here, but that's just my excuse.
Oh my word!
All right, so Catz, what do you got here? What are we up to?
Well, I'm out of all pre-prepared stuff. I think I'm done. I think that I just want to say thank you to literally all of you. Like the work that you've all gone to and the time you've all spent just to be here and to make this work, to make this happen. I've never done live stream before. I just, want to give you all a massive thank you. And, I hope that anyone who's still left watching, who comes over to my channel, clicks on your links in the description and your individual channels and subscribes to you there because, I'm just so grateful that you've done this. So thank you very, very much. That's all I've got to say. And thank you for anybody who's come to watch and stuck with it. Thank you to Simon Dan for letting me get beat off you at FIFA. And I'll pass this over to you now, Dick. This is your channel. You close it out however you see fit. Well, it's all your I mean,
well, yeah, it's the Shills channel indeed. And I think we better do a little housekeeping and get some super chats read off, gang. Who wants to get started on that? Anybody prepared? I do know that there was 2 super chats that came through earlier that I wanted to re-shout out, and one of them was Brian Ninjman. I hope I'm saying that right, because he really gave a good fucking super chat out. We have to redo this one. Can't leave out the Dutch guy living in Poland watching a Brit on an American app. That was an awesome shout. And we also had Tom Rudolph at 50 euros doing Space Comma. Hey, Catz, come on, do that one for me. That sucks. You got to do it.
All right, I'll do it. Okay. What's the words again?
Space Comma.
Never heard of him. Right. Okay. Let me see.
Hello.
Space Comma. Space Comma.
There you go.
Yeah, there it is. All right.
We have also just had another one from Christopher Hogan. I hope I said that right. Love chat box travels, Catz. Big heart, $2 Australian. Thank you very much, Christopher. Awesome.
We had John Rapp in for Australian $5. Thanks, John. Big time. Encouragement. Conspiracy Catz is no PUSSY. Neither are the Shills. I mean, you have a laser brain and a sharp tongue. MONKEY. This is the man who knows the channel very well indeed. Love it. And Steven Steen was in for $1.99. Did we already do this one, or am I backtracking too far? Does anybody know?
I think we did that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I already started anyway, so hell, who cares? I'm gonna
do it anyway.
DC brother's so much better looking than him. He's got a point there. I love it. Right on. So who's got a wrap up to throw around the table before we toss this one in the dumpster and call it done? I think Barman, you came in a bit late. What are you thinking, man? How's it going?
Oh, going well. Really enjoyed this. I've not been able to jump in as much as I'd like to, but good God, that was absolutely awesome. Great to have Catz on. Loved the top trumps. I need a set of those. You need to start selling them. I will sell them in the bar to people. They'll have no idea what they are, but I'll still sell them.
Creation. Maybe he's got something. He can put them on Teespring or something.
Oh, that would be great. I would buy that.
Awesome.
I would buy that.
Yeah, it's a good idea for sure. Awesome. Kevin Kennedy, wrap up and thoughts for the night, buddy.
Oh boy, I mean this has been a lot of fun. I enjoy every time Catz comes on our channel, and this time we got to basically do a stream for him, and that was a lot of fun. And congratulations on 1 year, Catz. I realized really recently that I'd been doing this for 6 months, and it doesn't feel like that at all. Does it feel like it's been a year to you?
You know what? It's been over that now, and it really doesn't. At all. It just feels like it's gone in a flash. But then, strangely enough, looking at channels that have been around less long, so like you said, you've been on 6 months. I see you as someone that's been around longer than me. So when I look at other people's channels, it seems like they've been around forever. But no, for me, it's gone in a flash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
It does, absolutely.
Absolutely. Well said, Kevin. Well said. Jutmonkthedrunk Monkey, how are you thinking about this evening's activities?
Well, like the Catz just said, I can't believe it's been a year. Not just for you, but it was around the time I fell into this. And honestly, yeah, it's flown by. Absolutely awesome creator, Conspiracy Catz. The best, in my opinion, the funniest. You always deliver an awesome video, even if I have to wait over a month. You never fail to make me laugh, and I mean that. You're a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant creator, and I'm just glad that we could host this for you and do this for you. And I've had a lot of fun.
You've all of you, every single one of you, have just this is the first time I've sat down and like YouTube has been the most fun that it's been. This is what it should be like, rather than sitting on my own editing videos and stressing about is this going to be good? Is this this has just been a blast, you know. So I want to thank you all for doing it, and I've not had to do any of the production work because you've all done it. So thank you for that as well.
No problem.
Well, speaking of production work, Tatty, what are your thoughts on the night there, Mr. Producer? Excellente.
Oh, no, it's just been amazing to be given the privilege of producing the live stream for Catz for your first year, man.
Oh,
fantastic. Congratulations with it, man.
Mate,
this has been an absolute blast.
You've done a brilliant job, you know, and yeah, just thank you. And I, you know, I just hope that it's the beginning of a working relationship to the future. You know, I've really enjoyed myself tonight.
Absolutely.
Fantastic, man. Definitely.
Well said. Aimee Hogan, thoughts and wrap-ups?
Yeah, this has been an amazing live stream. It's been so much fun. I've had a great time, and my stomach is starting to hurt from laughing so much. It was a riot. It was a lot of fun. So I want to thank you too for coming on, and this has been great, Conspiracy Catz. This has been awesome. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
And thank you everyone for coming.
Thank you.
Well said words, Aimee. And my Kiri, last words. Sorry, Kiri Mac, last words.
No worries. I said I'd pass on a couple of messages. So Mr. Sensible, Anti-Flatter, and Steaming Cup of Reason would all like to let you know that this has been great. Anti-Flatter and Steaming Cup of Reason, both sorry they can't be here, but hope to catch up with you soon. And yeah, it's been a great stream. It's been good fun. I hope everybody's enjoyed it. I hope we can do this again sometime. Yeah, had fun. Thank you.
Absolutely. And I'd like to throw in for myself, what an absolute pleasure it was to, you know, be a part of this, you know, put it on our channel for you, Catz, have you come over, run the show. Everybody had a blast. I hope everybody watching had as much fun as we did. And there's nothing left, ladies and gentlemen, to pass over to the absolute most amazing host of tonight's stream, Conspiracy Catz. Last word, buddy.
Oh, mate. I don't know. I think I've said everything I can, but thank you. Honestly, guys, thank you so much. Everyone in the chat, thank you. Julian HG is still in the chat. And again, I just want to thank him for the space comma. You know, it was such an amazing gift. So thank you very much for that. And anyone, feel free to click on his channel, please, and give him a subscribe. The guy is amazing. I don't know where we go from here other than say goodnight.
Well, I think that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, if we've proved one thing tonight and one thing only, it's when it comes to a live stream, you leave it to Conspiracy Catz to get this shit right. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Conspiracy Catz live on the Shills, kicking ass, taking names. We're out of here. Say goodnight, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Happy flip side.
Mwah.